kept breaking it or ripping it up.
Okay, just so you know, I am now streaming.
Okay.
Oh no, my moth is still there, and I gotta get rid of him. Okay, so sorry. Oh, you guys can look at the magical thumbnail that I made. Hi guys! So, another stream, no video going up today. Mostly because...
Oh shit, the echo.
Oh, is the echo bad?
No, I had to mute you.
Like you...
Yeah, at least I could see what you're doing, so I could...
Oh. Ooh, yay. Well, first I have to do a warm-up, because I literally haven't drawn anything today, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for the warm-up, just to get my juices flowing. Because honestly, I didn't used to do warm-ups, and now it's gotten to the point where I'm like, no, I, need to do warm-ups. Or else I feel like my stuff's gross.
Is I start with my warm-ups, and then I just want to stay in my warm-ups, and I don't want to do anything else. That's why I've been addicted to my sketchbook lately. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to do a doodle, and then I'm like, and then I'm going to go do something else. I'm like, no, I just want to keep doodling.
Alright, let's see. What was I going to say? Yeah, just so you guys know, sorry, let me do a little quick update, Aruna, here, so you understand. So, I have a lot of personal deadlines that I want to reach this month, and I was talking to Arofex, by the way, say hi, so you know.
Hello. I barely woke up. I'm very sleepy.
Yeah. But a lot of the videos I want to do, they're gonna... this sounds bad. They're gonna take a lot of time for me to prep, and by a lot of time, I mean more time than what my normal videos are like. So I was like, okay, I don't have time to do a proper video that I want to do and get work done. So I'm gonna get work done and stream, because you guys did say you want to see more streams from me and stuff. And just so you guys know in advance, if you can't stay for the whole time or you have to leave or something, all of my streams are public for about 2 weeks, and then I throw them into an unlisted playlist on my channel. But the playlist is public, so you can see it that way. Just that way it's not bogging up my thing. So yeah, I'm going to be working on a couple of warm-ups to get my juices flowing, and then I'm going to be working on some sketching some kamishis. Mostly gonna probably be a fuck ton of chibis, because I'm in chibi hell for my backlog right now, including chibi outfits that I got from a while ago that I need to work on. So yeah, that's that. And me and Arofex are gonna be chatting and talking about random shit because we're friends. And if you guys have any questions, if there's a lull, and you guys have questions, so I'm gonna draw the @ symbol, at either me or Arofex in the chat, because she's watching right now, and do all caps question, so it's easier for us to differentiate. And yeah, alright, so we're just talking about the fact that it's getting hot as tits again. Also, probably why I sound like I'm underwater or there's a fan, because I need AC in my apartment, because this place gets cold really easily and hot really easily. So I gotta think of my animals first. Because Anna was saying how their AC broke. When is Chris's dad coming back anyway? Because it's gonna it's getting hot now. It's getting hot now. This summer's gonna be bad.
I know. I think he's supposed to be here before summer. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's accurate, but I hope it, because the AC it's dead and we're dying.
I was gonna say, you guys are the only people I know that has your AC running 24/7. That house is always... I know you and Chris say it's not cold, but it is always freezing whenever I go to that house.
For me, it's to me, it's normal temperature. I get overheated too easily.
Well, I mean, you're also used to Tennessee. Tennessee gets fucking cold.
Yeah, and humidity.
That's true, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I will take the dry heat over humidity any fucking day.
Yeah, and and because last summer I got heat exhaustion multiple times that summer.
Oh no, yeah.
It made me even less resistant to heat now, so I'm like, I'm dying.
Honestly, I think that's what happened to us back when we used to house sit, which, like, this is the first year we're not house sitting, and I'm not gonna lie, I sound like an asshole, but I'm so happy we're not house sitting anymore. Because that house didn't have air conditioning, it just had a swamp cooler. So, it made it, like, slightly better than the outside, but you were also wet because it was a swamp cooler.
Oof.
Any of my older subscribers will know those times. Let's see. Question: tips on yeah.
Ooh, I'm trying to like get the chat to be bigger on my end. It's kind of hard for me to see.
I mean, what you can do is you can pop out the chat, and I think if you like control something, it'll make it bigger. Oh yeah, I remember hearing the swamp cooler, yeah, so I hated that swamp cooler. Trust me, so did we. But yeah, because of Cody's, can you put a headphone in? There's an echo on your end.
Okay. Oh,
sorry. Normally I don't mind, but it's pretty distracting for me. My ADHD is like, okay, I can't say a sentence without hearing an echo.
Sorry, here.
I'm sorry. I'm normally not a bitch, but yeah.
Well, it'll have to come out when Chris comes back, otherwise he won't even hear.
Oh, well, that's true, but I mean, just for right now, while I'm warming up, I have to, like, think. This sounds bad, but sometimes when I do commissions, because a lot of the commissions I have right now are pretty much like, here's the character, draw it. I'm like, oh, okay, I can just shut my brain off. But when I do my warm-ups, I try to, like, think, kind of, so it doesn't look too wonky. What was I gonna say? But yeah, this is the first year we're not gonna be house-sitting, and I'm super excited about it. Because, well, I mean, I'm excited and not excited. Cody's grandma's health is doing really bad, and her doctor said, like, you can't travel anymore. Because, for you guys who didn't know, the reason why we used to house-sit was because Cody's grandparents, they have two properties. They have a property in Washington and a property here. And they would always go up in the summer because it was, like, nicer where they lived than, you know, the California 115-degree heats that we get here. Not that Washington wasn't hot, but it was like theirs was right by a lake, so it wasn't as hot. But Cody's grandma's health is doing really bad, and they're like, yeah, no, you can't do the drive, because they would always drive. So it's one of those, like, yeah, no, you guys can't do that anymore. Alright, let's see.
Oh, what should I work on?
What do you have? What do you have to work on? Do you have any stuff owed?
Owed just Patreon requests. And I still have character stuff to work on. And
I would say, have you done anything digitally recently?
Actually, I have not.
Is your pen dead?
Is it?
It might be dead if you haven't been charging.
One of them is. That means I should have the other one charged. Yep.
Okay, well then I say work on character stuff.
Ooh. Alright. Now to pick who. OCs, why are you like
this? Let's see, did you see the ringmaster I drew for you on Twitter and Instagram? The Salty Prince, did you tag me in it? Because I haven't really checked Instagram or Twitter today. I lived without AC for years, it sucked. I've always had AC, and then I had to move into Cody's parents' house, and they were, like, stupid with their air conditioning. It was either way too fucking hot. Like, I remember Anna came over once and it was 95 in the house when it was perfectly fine outside. Like, it wasn't too hot, but it wasn't too cold, but they had it at like 90 fucking 5. And then in the summer they would have it be like below freezing. And it's like, okay, what the hell? And then we would house sit to where I went with nothing except a swamp cooler, where the swamp cooler, we remember being like, oh, okay, it's not doing anything, and then we'd go outside. That's one of those, like, slightly better than outside. And I remember it got so bad that I used to get heat stroke every summer. Or no, heat exhaustion, not heat stroke, because I wouldn't go to the hospital. But, like, every summer I would get it just from existing in that house. That's how bad it was.
Ugh. I hate it so much. And I think I got it 3 times last summer.
I know. I'll draw my gremlin. Hold on. Where is she? I think it's the one I asked for my Patreon sketch for you to do. Oh, also, I told Morgan that, like, you're not ready to join right now, but you might in the future for the D&D thing. And he's like, oh, perfect. Because, okay, it's a circus, so whenever you do want to join in when you have time, you'll just be a new recruit, so...
Oh, okay.
We haven't started yet, but he did want to know if you want to be in the server just to know info and work on your character, because we haven't done much yet besides, like, getting the stuff done. Also, sorry if I'm away from my mic, I'm like, getting a file, which is at my other monitor, but, pretty much, it's, like, really toned down D&D. It's D&D with less math, if that makes sense.
Oh, I hate math.
Because I love D&D, but I will admit, the math was also annoying sometimes, where it was like, okay, you know, be stuff like, alright, here's your modifier, but you also have this advantage, and then you have this to do, and then you have to add this and that, and then you have to do that. It's like, he's like, yeah, no, pretty much it's gonna be, roll a d20 if you hit, and if you don't, and if you hit, you know, then it'll be like, one of the dice will be the weapon, and then you'll have another modifier and stuff. And I'm like, you know, I like those rules. Those rules sound fair.
Now I can't pick who to work.
Well, which character were you working on before?
Well, I have Wisteria's in progress. I was starting Sharesh's. Then I also have my adult content characters, and then I have a couple references from, like, last year that I never finished. I have a lot.
Well, I would say, you haven't done your adult characters in a while, do them.
Ooh, time to draw the titties, I guess.
Draw all of the nurples. Frickin' bitch. Let's see, okay, question, not really, but how did you and Cody get Binks? Oh, that's actually a funny fucking story! Anna was a part of the first part. Alright, so.
Oh!
So, a long time ago, Anna and Chris's family was taking in this person who was kind of down on their luck, and they had a cat that they were getting rid of. And this cat was named Blue, and Blue was the sweetest cat I had ever met. This cat was the only cat I'd ever known that was willing to give hugs to people.
Like actual full-on hugs.
Yeah, like you would
stretch out his arms and hug you.
Yeah, you would pick him up, and he would fucking hug you. It was the sweetest cat. And, like, oh, I fell in love with it, and Cody really wanted to get him, too, but we couldn't. So, sadly, they couldn't keep Blue because of obvious reasons. And so they gave Blue away. And then about a month later, my person I was living with, so I don't want to say who it is, but the person I was living with, was like, hey, you know what we need? We need a cat. And Cody and I were like, really? Because you wouldn't let us get a cat before.
And we had a perfectly good cat.
But okay. Okay. So, I don't know whatever happened to Blue. I hope he got a good home.
Oh, no. Seriously, when the cat, because obviously they took him to the pound, or the shelter or whatever. Yeah. Literally, the lady took him and says, I'm adopting this cat right now.
That's good, because he
was adopted right there before he even got paperwork.
That's good, because he was such a friendly cat. Like...
Yeah, the lady at the receptionist immediately adopted him as soon as they brought him in.
So, Cody and I were looking for a cat because we were told that we had to pay for the cat, and it would be like, okay, when you move out, it's your cat. And we were like, okay, that's fine. So Cody and I, we didn't want to go to, like, a kitty kennel, you know, where they, like, breed kittens for sale. And so we were looking at shelters. And so we found this really sweet little black cat at a shelter close to where we used to live. And that cat, original name was Billy. And we kept making the joke from Fallout 4 because we're like, oh, it's so funny, but we really liked Billy. And so we were like, okay, we were gonna, like, find out how much Billy was, and we did. And then we went home, and the person we were living with had a fucking gasket where they lost their mind because they didn't see Billy, and they didn't give the okay on it. Now, keep in mind, we didn't buy Billy. We didn't get it yet. We just had to get prices and info. But fucking lost their damn minds. And talking about how, like, oh, well, they have to okay it, and it should be their idea, and no. And it's like, well, if we're paying for the cat, and we're gonna take the cat when we leave,
you should have a say.
Shouldn't we have a say in the cat? Just saying. But turned into a huge ass fight for no fucking reason. Called Anna in tears because it was a bad fight for no fucking reason. And we didn't get Billy. So skip to a couple months later. They're like, oh, well, we found a person who is, has a cat shelter thing. And it's black, like you guys wanted. And we were like, well, we weren't looking for a black cat. We just wanted to adopt a cat. Now, I'm very grateful we got Binks the way we did. It was like an adventure getting Binks. And so we were a little nervous, but when we first met Binks, we instantly fell in love and we bonded like crazy. And I am very happy for that. But it was just a lot of needless drama. And then about $500 later, because we had to buy a lot of stuff for Binks, more drama happened because it's like, oh, well, you guys had $500 to buy for all this cat stuff, and we were like, yeah, it's kind of the point, isn't it? We're paying for everything?
To answer your question, it is approximately 75 degrees where I'm at right now.
But it's hot. It's like a humid day. So even though it's 75, it's more like 80.
I'm just not ready for triple digits again.
Which it is.
Don't want it.
Which it is every fucking year.
Yep. Chris just finished what he was doing.
Okay. Oh, just so you guys know, Anna's Hubbins is gonna join too, because he's gonna be working on stuff in the room with Anna. So, oh, you made sure to tell him I'm streaming, right?
Yes.
Okay. But, yeah, it was just a lot of drama, but we're lucky we have Binks. We love him. Wouldn't trade him for the world. But I do hope Billy's okay, because we later found out that the place we were going to get Billy from is kind of sketchy. And apparently, like, really bad to animals, we found out. And so it was one of those, like, oh, I just hope he's okay.
Oh.
Or that he got adopted, so. Let's see, it's 58 in New Jersey. Well, lucky you!
Ugh.
It's snowing in fucking April.
Reminds me of living in Tehachapi. Because I remember one time we got snow for Easter.
Oh, right, Easter's this month. I always forget. Raised by Jews, so.
Is it Easter this month?
Yeah, April.
Oh.
It's on a Sunday. I don't remember which one, because Raised by Jews.
It's like, once I'm not 5 years old anymore, like, I for Easter.
Well, I never celebrated Easter. Like, okay, really fun. Like, I never did the Easter egg hunts until I was older. Because, again, raised by Jewish people, so we just never fucking did it.
Actually, I did Easter egg hunts when I was older, because my aunt, Tala's mom,
yep,
would do these, she would get like cool snacks and stuff and little toys, and she'd hide them out into like the fields and stuff, and we'd go get them.
That's what Cody would do. That's exactly.
We were like older though, so we were like, I was already an adult.
Hey, it's still fun.
I was like, fuck, I want a box of goldfish and some good ass candy. She would get like the stuff, and she would get it like on sale, so she'd get like a bunch of it. We'd just have a bunch of snacks. Oh, that was fun. I remember one Easter I got a tick.
Ew!
Yeah, a tick got on me and I didn't notice it, so when I woke up the morning, I was like, what the fuck?
Ah! No, that is like that is like a nightmare to me. Nope.
No, I literally thought I was going to die from Lyme disease, but look at me, I'm still alive and not sick, so...
I mean, hey, we had a friend who that happened to because of a tick.
Yeah, so I guess I got lucky. But yeah, that was a terrifying moment. Ticks freak me out. Like, I'm okay with most creepy crawlies, but ticks are ones that I say no, and I don't like them. Same with roaches. Those can go down.
Oh god, no. Let's not talk about roaches. Oh god, that face is so bad. Jesus. It's like you think it's fine, and then you flip it, and you're just like, ooh. That is a whole barrel of no. Let's see.
No.
Question, do you need to make a whole pilot for a fictional show in a story? Can you always... I got no idea. I don't do pilots. I'm sorry, Jay. I've never done a pilot. I've never pitched for a pilot. I've never done an animation.
Yeah, I have zero knowledge of that stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate and I give credit to animators because I don't got the patience for that. I don't. But some people who are in the animation industry, bless me. I lived with roaches and it was hell. Oh my god. Okay, so I have a story. A terrifying story.
Oh my god.
It has to do with roaches. So, this has to do when Cody was gone. He was at his parents' house. And it was right before I re-dyed my hair last time. So I bought this box of gloves from Rite Aid. And they were just it was just a box full of fucking throwaway gloves, you know, for re-dyeing hair, cleaning, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I'll re-dye my hair. Cody's gone, it'll be fine. So I got like my dye out. I'm all set to go. I get the bag, and I just see two big antennas stick out of the box. I screamed. Threw the box in my sink, and then I saw the antenna wiggling, so I'm calling Cody in a panic. No, he was at a bachelor party. It was before the wedding. That's what it was. I was re-dyeing my hair because we were going to a wedding. That's what it was. I was like, it was recent. I was calling him in a panic, so Cody thought I died or something. And so Cody's like, what's wrong? And I saw it crawl in the sink, and this was the biggest, reddest cockroach I'd ever fucking seen. Ever. It was a big, fat one, and it hissed at me.
That was a huge bitch.
It was, and it wasn't in the box before, so I freaked out because my complex doesn't have fucking roaches. Like, it doesn't have that. So, Cody's like, well, we know the apartment doesn't have roaches, so that means it was in the box when you got it from the Rite Aid, which made me feel even worse. And I pulled out a giant can of Raid that I got for ants, and I sprayed it while I was on the phone with Cody. And what freaks me out about cockroaches is just how they can, like, turn inside out when they die. You know, where, like, you'll be spraying their back, and then you blink, and they're suddenly on their back with their legs all, like, eh. And I had to have Cody be on the phone with me for moral support because it was the most traumatizing experience I ever had.
Ugh, I hate roaches.
I'm sorry. Cockroaches, fleas, and ticks. What do they bring to the ecosystem? Tell me what they... Because people try to...
They actually, unfortunately, but they are a part of the ecosystem because many, many, many animals rely on them as a food source.
Which ones? They can eat flies.
There are actual species of animals that literally straight up only eat ticks. Or they only eat flies. Or they only eat beetles. So it's like, It sucks that they exist, but they exist for a reason. And usually as a food source.
God damn it.
There's literally a species of hawk that literally only eat one species of snail. And that's it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, think of it. Koalas are literally the most stupidest fucking animal on the planet. They only eat eucalyptus, which literally has no nutritional value. In fact, a lot of them starve to death because the leaves literally grind down their teeth to nothing, so they can't eat anymore. And they have one of the smallest fucking brains in the animal kingdom. They literally are stupid and want to die.
Oh, Jesus.
No offense, koalas are cute, but they are fucking stupid.
They also end up killing people by dropping pine cones on them. Or are those sloths? I forget which one does it.
I know there was a story of a freaking... I don't know what kind of seabird was it, but the seabird was carrying, like, a really big shell, and he dropped it on a guy's head, and he killed him.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh. That's so sad. Shit.
Yeah.
Ants. My true fear is waking up at 2 a.m., going to the bathroom, and seeing a centipede. Ooh.
Oh my god. I appreciate centipedes. I think they are gorgeous creatures, but please keep them away from me. I don't want them near me.
I like millipedes. They've grown on me. Millipedes I think are cute.
Centipedes are adorable. Have you ever held one before?
No, I've never held one before. But centipedes, centipedes can fucking die. Like, fun fact, Cody hates scorpions over bugs, and I'm like, no, I will take a scorpion. I will take a scorpion over fucking bugs any day.
Like, centipedes are interesting, but I don't think me of all people would have the guts to actually hold one. Millipedes, I've held millipedes before, and tarantulas, and vinegaroons, and whip scorpion, or those whip spider things with the weird claws. I don't remember what they're called, but yeah, I don't know. Centipedes just, no. Ooh, you're unpredictable, leave me alone.
I love this character, and I'm so sad she's just a side character from my main girl. Because we needed people for the circus, and so I thought it would be funny because I like ironic characters. So she's a mermaid that's the fire dancer, and she's a swamp mermaid. So those are pretty much like short gremlins in Morgan's D&D world. And so I was like, she left land, discovered fire, and never went back. So if it, like, she sees clouds, she'll, like, hiss at the sky. It's like, no, I'm not going back. I have learned my true love, and it is fire. Let's see. How are you and Cody up the fleet? We're still fighting them, but with the, diatomaceous earth, I always say it fucking wrong, but ever since we got that shit, it's been helping a ton. We've tried everything else, and so far, the diatomaceous earth is the only thing that's fucking working. And Binks is doing a lot better, too, because he was really miserable. Is it a Chris?
Yeah. Are German still here?
No, they left.
So, everyone's gone then.
Alright, just so you know, Chris, I be Stromming. And,
well, he can't hear you because I had to...
I know, I was giving... Oh, right. Alright, guys, there's probably going to be a little bit of an echo because Anna's going to pull the headphones out so I can talk to Dr. Chris, too.
So, who is streaming?
Michelle is streaming.
So
nothing's going on my screen. They can't see me. They're only saying Michelle.
Yeah. So, what's the conversation of the day, Michelle?
We were talking about cockroaches and other pretty flowers.
And I'm doing my warm-up before I actually go into, like, working. Because I have deadlines for this month. Because every time I try doing other shit, I get sick for 3 weeks. Because I was so ready. I was on such a roll. I had, like, 8 things sketched out at the start of March. And I was like, yeah, plan out my whole month. Then get sick for 3 weeks. And it's like, okay, fuck that. So right now I'm just I'm doing a warm up for one of my D&D gremlins, and
D&D gremlins, what the fuck?
I'm doing an online D&D with my buddy Morgan.
Oh yeah? What kind of race are you playing?
I am playing a Hermmerm for my main one, and then this one's a normal mermaid. Because the mermaids in Morgan's world are all female, so the males are hermaphrodites. AKA Hermmerms.
Hermmerms?
Yeah. And she's dumb as a sack of bricks, and I love her. Her race is that she is a Stronk woman, and her wisdom is -6.
Wow.
So she is... But her intelligence is a 2, so she's not an idiot, she's just naive. Like, naive as hell. I remember I was working on some adopts, and a silverfish ran by me. What's a silverfish?
It's a bug.
Oh. Is it going to be streamed? Oh, the D&D game? Probably. Morgan said he wants to. It would be on his channel, though. Because he's gonna be God. And then I know, I'm not holding my breath with, the D&D with our real-life friends. Chris, if, we need to nickname people, since, they are people who we know.
Well, honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to go to that one that Berkeley is,
What'd you call him?
Berkeley.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Well, I'm not holding my breath because, like, not to be mean, but Cody still doesn't have a computer, and Birdley is only gonna be down here for summer break, and for some weird reason, he's, like, against having it at our apartment, when, like...
Honestly, Michelle?
Yeah?
I think Birdley's just being lazy and doesn't want to actually drive.
Oh, no, he is, because I was doing the math, and I'm like, Birdley's girlfriend's been here a ton of times with Anna, and had no issues finding parking. I mean,
No.
I mean, you have to walk. Anna, how long did you walk from? Oh, okay. I was being sarcastic. It's like
What's going on? Sorry,
I was saying, you've been to my apartment. How far away was the walk from parking?
From parking?
Yeah.
About...
What, say 3 whole minutes, if that?
Not even that.
Yeah. So it's like, when Birdley was bitching about parking, I got kind of pissed. I'm like, dude, I don't want to be this asshole, but we're the only ones with an apartment. Like, so we're literally not... We don't have to worry about anybody else. And the good news is my upstairs neighbor's up at night, so if it lasts a while, we're not going to be bothering anybody.
Like, literally, we just crossed the street and there was your apartment.
Yeah. Because, yeah, the text was like, maybe we shouldn't have it at Cody and Michelle's house. And I told Cody flat out, I'm like, listen, if it's not at our apartment, I'm not going. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that asshole, but I'm not wasting the gas to sit at a D&D session and not do anything again.
That's the other problem I was having. I don't even know if, like... One, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go.
Yeah, because you're new job. By the way, everyone, congratulate Chris. He got a new job. Yay!
Don't do that.
What? I think it's great. I'm happy when my friends get jobs and stuff.
Yeah, but the circumstances surrounding this one was out of necessity, not actually.
This is true. But I'm still happy for you. I'm sorry. Okay, so you were saying?
Yeah, of course.
Chris?
Hold on.
He has to go help German.
Oh, okay.
Or I'll get back on that topic.
Alright. While we wait for Chris, any questions?
Hot Cheeties. Wow, I can't think of a pose.
Oh, I've been having that issue too. Honestly, I've been having to look up a lot of pose references, even for some warm-ups, because I'm like, I literally can't think of poses anymore. I feel like I'm at the verge, I don't want to say art block, but I'm at that in-between now where I'm like really critical of my stuff. Because I'm like, okay, this looks like trash, and I'm like, I'm leveling up, but I'm at that in-between where I hate everything I make right now.
I understand. My problem is I'm always in that state.
Bitch. What does the cowboy say? The cowboy says moo. And you're never gonna let me live that down. Thank you for the super chat, Gunmoon.
Go away, you stupid fly.
So, whose reference are you working on?
I was gonna work on one of my little demon boys, but for some reason I'm just not feeling it. So
Demon boy. Oh, one of Dahlia's man candies, right?
Yeah, but I'm not feeling it, so I'm weighing my other options right now. See, I hate myself. I can never make a decision. This is why nothing gets accomplished.
Oh, also, if the person who was asking earlier, because I did see someone ask earlier about adoptable prices, it all depends on what you're willing to charge, because art is a luxury item, so if you make adoptables really expensive because you feel it's worth that, but they don't sell, that's on you.
But
Same goes for if you go too cheap and then you feel ripped off.
Go to Jack's, or either way, what you want with them?
Oh, Chris, you leaving?
No.
I thought you said you were going to Jack's or something.
What?
I don't know, just nuggets or something.
If you want me to ask them to just get you something from Jackson?
Are they actually going to Jack's?
I don't know. I'll ask him.
Because
Yeah, I'll just ask him real quick. If they go to Gus, would you rather have something from Gus? Curly grass?
I thought I heard you say corn dog.
yeah.
Because I heard corn dog and then I heard Chris go, curly fries? And I was like, wait, I thought I heard corn dog.
No, it comes with fries.
Oh, okay. That was just so funny. I was like, wait, what?
No.
Let's see. What are you going to work on when you finish the warm-up? Commissions, because I have to make chibis. Let's see. How should I try to get into D&D in a soft way without being overwhelmed? 5th edition or 5.5 is the easiest one. I've done, like, 3rd edition, and that one was really hard, but fun. And then I did 5th edition, and that one's really easy. But, when you're doing D&D, it's best to start out with a bunch of noobs and have a small group. Have a small group. Have a small group. Have a small group. I'm sorry. Me and Anna know.
It's like we had the mistake of having groups that were too fucking big and they were freaking disaster.
Yeah, it was too many people and too many people wanting to play hero and like main character of the story.
And so nobody else got to do anything.
Yeah, so we and because so many people were there, we would have 8-hour sessions where we wouldn't even leave a town.
Because somebody wanted to take up the entire session on their turn.
Yeah. And it wasn't fun. It just wasn't fun. So, maximum would be 4 people with the DM. I would not recommend doing a big group unless you're all veteran players and you all know how to take a turn. Because the people we played with didn't know how to take a fucking turn. So we would literally sit there doing nothing for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Question, when getting merch for a con, is it best to get merch early or right before the con? Depends on what your financial status is at the time. I don't make my living off of conventions, so I have a tiny little convention fund where I chip away at it every month. So it's like, okay, spend a couple hundred here, couple hundred there. Not every month, obviously. But that way, over the year, I accumulate merch for doing a table. And it'll be easier because next year, Anna and I are going to share a couple tables when I get them. But
now I actually need fucking product is my problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we table share, it won't be that bad. Because you'll have time to prepare.
God.
Anyway, what was I saying about...
Birdly. Birdly? D&D?
Oh, just, like, one, I don't know if I'm gonna... sound mean, but, like, part of me doesn't want to, because, to be fair, Birdly's kind of a bad GM.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying, is I'm like, even if we do one, it's gonna only be for summer break. Because Birdly's going back to college. Not that college's a bad thing, but Birdly doesn't go to college around here.
Yeah, he far away.
So, and Cody doesn't have a computer, so we can't do something like Roll20.
Mm-hmm. And Roll20 is kind of a pain in the butt to use unless you have a sub. Sucks.
Well, I had a Roll20 without a sub, and I got to use it fine. But it was because I had Zach as our DM, and Zach is a veteran D&D player. So when I did that, it made, like, a world of difference. And that was literally the only time I had a good DM. So that's why I have high hopes for the one with Morgan, because it's going to be a lot more roleplay based, and, like, just kind of dicking around and having fun. Kind of like D&D's supposed to be, because Chris can mention, same with Anna, a lot of the people we had DMs were, like, it had to be, like, super serious kind of missions. We didn't really have many just, like, stupid missions. I mean, not saying you couldn't have serious ones, but it's like, you know, starting out, we kind of want to do the stupid shit first.
What are you sending? Wow.
Wow.
I feel like you would feel that.
I thirst.
So what are you working on, Chris, since you said you came in there to work on stuff?
I gotta put together a scripting for this opening to Anna's comic, but she has to also do a bunch of character design. Like,
I have to learn how to draw a buff man, and I'm terrified.
Wait. You mean for, Barlin? Right?
No.
I have to learn how to draw Krieger.
Wait,
Oh,
wait, who the hell's Krieger? I don't know Krieger. You've never told me about whoever Krieger is.
He's a wall of meat.
I mean, I'm getting that from the way you're describing him. Is that a new character? Because I've never heard you mention this guy.
He's been around, just never been really overly designed. Anna drew a bust of him a long time ago, but he's Hilda's brother.
Hilda. Oh, Hilda! Yeah, it took me a minute, sorry. It's been a long time since I've seen your characters. I only know the main bitches.
The main bitch, you mean?
The main bitch? Corin?
No, main bitches. Let's see. Do you have any comics? No! I am an author! Because I am paranoid. But Arofex is working on a comic.
Don't ask me where to read it because it's not out yet.
Yeah, she's working on it, and
I'm still planning it and scripting it.
And it's her first ever comic as, like, a serious comic.
So yeah, it's probably gonna be terrible, but...
Don't say that. Come on, have faith in yourself.
It's gonna be garbage.
Was it at night? Bitch! I'm a fight.
Fight me, bitch. I'll throw hands.
I know where you live.
I know where you live. Now.
Let's see, I'm not knocking comics, it's just... kind of like D&D, this sounds really bad, but, I used to be really, really, really into webcomics, and literally almost all of them have kind of let me down. Because...
Did they crap out halfway through?
Pretty much, yeah. And...
I won't let you down. I don't care if I'm 82 years old and finally posting the last page. I will finish it.
But yeah, because of that, it's gotten me to be paranoid. So it's not that I won't do a comic in the future. It's just that, like, I know a lot of people want a marked comic, and that is literally my magnum opus, and that is a big beast. So I'll probably do a couple of, like, mini one-off comics there, but I'm more of an author than that, because if anything was to happen to me or my writing hand, at least then I'll be like, well, you know what? There's the story. Because too many fucking times I've gotten invested in somebody's project and they just... And I say this because it wasn't like something serious happened or whatever. It was literally, yeah, I'm bored. I know everybody's invested in it, but I'm not doing it anymore. That's why, like, Holly's my friend, but I also really respect her because even though she's not liked Purgatory, because she does like it, it's her baby, but she's like, I'm getting this bitch done to get it done. And that's something I respect about her. Is because she's like, I gotta get this done, then I'm gonna work on Paranormal Plague. And that's why I
think that's what also paranoids me about this whole project. It's like, I've invested a lot of years into this project. What if I do finish it? Then what? I have nothing else.
That's not true. You have your Lemonade Island girls. You have your.
They're not that's not really a story, though.
Yeah, but
it's
I mean,
more like a brand.
Yeah, but it could be, and you never know because, I mean, Serpentine's a big ass beast. You know, that's gonna take you a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on that thing and probably till I die.
So.
Which probably will be early because I'll probably stress myself out.
Bitch.
Have someone help me out with my fan because they're busy out.
Well, maybe by the time I finish this beast, maybe I'll actually know how to draw and do art.
Finish the beast is one thing, but I want to start Hesperidion a lot sooner than finishing yours thing. In fact, I feel like...
Yeah, but I don't want to be like... and just open up a bunch of projects and then put out half-assed shit.
Wait.
I'd rather do a project at a time and actually put full devoted time into it.
Well, to be fair, my plan with Meridian was to make it into a tabletop game, so we can, like, all I need is someone who I can rely on to help me with, like, actual concept art, imagery, and stuff to put together with, you know, with various guides and books and stuff. That's the real thing. It's like I have all the script, but I need to make it look pretty and, you know, I need to make it not so freaking dry.
Not so dry?
Well,
you moisten that up.
So crusty?
Pretty pictures.
Well,
oh yeah!
I just got a good ass job and start hiring some good ass concept artists because my shit's always been way more flamboyantly, and I know like your shit doesn't match my more bright, colorful shit.
Yeah, because Chris's stuff is more gritty sci-fi, while yours and I's is soft fantasy with spoopy horror elements.
What do you call a mix of fantasy with like cyberpunk sci-fi shit?
Magic punk.
Magic punk.
Yeah, that's.
I wouldn't say witch punk.
Yeah, that or cyber fantasy.
Cyber fantasy.
There you go.
And mine's more like
high fantasy.
No, it's not even high fantasy.
Yeah, mine's technically more high. Mine is very much high fantasy compared to yours,
like,
because
high fantasy is like Lord of the Rings. Then you have mine, which is like a cross between Final Fantasy 12 and 10 had a baby, because those were my two favorite settings.
Mid-tier tech.
Mid-tier tech with magic and monsters. Yours is like way more.
We have mine's is way beyond that. I mean, I fucking straight up have a race of AI people, so.
Yeah, there you go.
See, mine's like that tiny little bridge in between.
Meichi, what's your favorite part of writing? World building, hands down. I know it sounds weird, but I love a good world build, and then making stories of the... Because, like, I've never been... I can enjoy the, like, Chosen One journey stories, but as I got older, I really preferred character studies. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna build a world and a lore, and here's someone's life in this world. So that's like what Marked is pretty much, is just Tetsu's experience, because she's the main character. And then other people's experiences that have to coincide with hers. And then I have a couple of like one-offs for that world that I could make into like a mini anthology. I have my children's book that I want to do. I have Ticks and Turns. And those are the only three that I'm like focusing on. But Ticks and Turns is pretty much taking like all of my like whole, because that's what I want to get done. Because I'm not letting Marked be my first thing that I write, because I need more practice writing. Because while I love writing, writing don't pay my bills, so I am very much an amateur writer.
What you need to do is you need to stop doing the other thing. You know, the thing winky winky.
What?
Blinky blinky.
All the porn, that'll get...
I actually haven't written like a not safe for work thing, really.
You don't write lemon.
No, I don't write the lemon. I do laugh at the lemon, but it has to be a certain kind of lemon. It's got to be under. It has to be under $3.99 lemon.
Under $3.99 lemon.
Like good lemon, but I don't think I could write lemon suitable for
that audience.
40-year-old desperate housewives.
I mean, come on. Reading the whole point of those, I don't like them for the reason they were written. I'm like,
they're hilarious.
This is a treasure, and it's even better when I read it with friends.
Basically, those books are your Sharknado.
Yeah, no, those are really my Sharknado. They are. And hey, you know, I am supporting someone, because someone sat and wrote it, so they are getting my money. But it's one of those like, okay, is this 99 cents worthy?
But that's the funny thing, it's like, I feel like I could write it, but then at the same time, I wouldn't be satisfied with myself. Because I want to full ass the effort, but like, you read it and you're like, okay, well clearly you don't have to put that much effort into it. You
put the word cock 8 times in the sentence and you're good.
Yeah.
Not about the same pet name 16 times in a row and how he really is. Just, oh god. But that's what I mean. Like, if I tried it, I feel like I would hate myself, not because I did it poorly, but because I did it too well and I'm overdoing it.
No, but that's exactly why. It's why, like, I was telling Anna, because I was on the phone with her, when there was another one I found that I was like, again, it was $3.99, and I'm like, I don't know, and then I'm like, oh my god, the prequel's free. It's free. I'm getting it, because it's free.
It's free.
The prequel was free.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was a laugh, though, because it was about a Dragon Shifter CEO that's also a miner, that's also somehow related to a Bear Shifter. But what I love... Okay, wait, no, wait, let me finish. Another thing is, they seem to think, like, in that specific genre, they seem to think that every single type of mythical creature, besides a witch, not a mage, a witch, is literally a werewolf, just with another animal. Like, I shit you not. All of them are... Is it a dragon? Okay, it's it's got werewolf logic. Is it a bear? Werewolf logic. Skinwalker? Werewolf logic. So it's not like they don't even do their research. It's like, is this like a werewolf or a vampire? But a dragon.
Who is the sexy beast and how can I fuck it?
Pretty much. Like, I remember I found one about elves, and it actually had to do with, like, Fae, and it did really bad, because people were like, I don't know what an unseelie is, and I'm just like, see, that's not the audience. You can't go for the real stuff.
You're not targeting the right people.
Yeah, because I felt kind of bad. I'm like, oh, this person actually, like, tried with theirs, and a lot of people were giving it terrible reviews. So they're like, what's a Seelie and unseelie court? I thought elves were either dark elves or wood elves. And I'm like, yeah, you people. So that's why, Chris, when you were talking about doing, like, actual stuff, I'm like, it's not going to do well. Because they don't understand that. The demographic understands that, are they white people but with slightly pointed ears? Oh, that's an elf. That's what a fairy is.
It's gross.
That silly one made me angry, though, because they're like, how could they be allergic to iron? That's so stupid. And I'm just like, you people. I'm happy that you enjoy listening to me while you do your homework.
Why can't I draw today?
Have you done a warm-up?
I'm trying to, but even that's not working.
Where's the gap? There's a gap. I hate you. I hate when there's a gap. Where's the gap? Okay, I know the gap's here somewhere. Excuse me. There we go. All right. Let's see. Did I give you eyebrows? Yeah, she's got eyebrows.
Them brown.
I need to stop putting so much description in this thing.
Whose bio are you working on?
It's a script. I'm trying to.
Oh, right, a script. Sorry.
I'm overdoing the prose on the script. I'm like, okay, I need that back a little.
I'm very excited, Anna. I'm happy for you.
Wait, what?
I said I'm excited that you're working on your thing.
I'm heckin' nervous.
Heckin' nervous, huh?
I don't know. I get paranoid. You know me.
Well, again, I think it's because so many people have failed. Like, it sounds bad, but
I think that's what I'm afraid of.
I'm never gonna forgive the one. I'm not gonna say who it was, but the one where, like, other people literally quit their jobs to help these ladies make their comic, and then they were like, yeah, this is boring, so here's how the comic ends, and we're just gonna not do that. We're gonna just do other things. And I was...
Oh, I remember which one you're talking about.
And I was...
And that was sucked because that was such a beautiful comic.
It really, really was. It was such a beautiful comic. And I was so pissed off because they made so much money before, like, Kickstarters were, like, popular, that they were able to get tables in Japan to do conventions in Japan for their indie comic. And that's literally what it was. They openly said, they're like, yeah, we're just bored and we're not having fun with it anymore. And I'm like, but other people literally quit their jobs to work with you on the comic. So it wasn't even just 2 people or 3 people doing it. I remember because they were like, they have a person doing the script, a person doing the sketching, another person doing the inking, another person. So, like, it was, like, pretty much a mini, like,
basically a whole team of people.
Yeah, a whole team of people. And then the 2 main people who started were like, yeah, we just don't want to do it anymore. So, too bad that people, you know, quit their jobs to do this. It's not fun anymore, so we're just gonna stop. And I was like, wow, that's a dick move.
Yeah? I kind of tuned out for a second there. What was that?
Oh, we're talking about an indie comic.
Yeah, there was an indie comic.
This was like years ago.
This was years ago, but they got really, really big to where, like, a lot of their friends quit their jobs to work on the comic with them, and then the 2 main people who were running it just out of nowhere decided, yeah, it's boring and we're not going to do it anymore. So, yeah, this is how the comic ends, and they just literally released, like, a very fast thrown together, like, typed out script.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like,
I remember because I visited that, because they had a booth one year at a con I went to, and I went to...
Yeah. I'm not going to say who it is on stream, because it was years ago, but it was bad.
This was like...
This was no that was the year I met you in person. That was the year we found them.
That same year, that was the because they were at the
And a lot of people were pissed off too because they were literally almost done with a chapter. Not done with it, but they were almost done, and everyone's like, "Well, can you at least finish the chapter?" Because they literally started posting unfinished pages. I remember that. When they were like, because they had live streams, and they would talk about how, like, yeah, we have a person doing script, a person doing flats, a person doing inking. Like, 4 of our friends quit their full-time jobs to work with us because we're making so much money. And then literally out of nowhere, the 2 people were like, yeah, no, we're bored with it. So, so-and-so's going back to school, and the other one's husband got a really good job. And I only bring, I'm not speculating, like, they talked about that, and they were like, yeah, so, we're just not doing it anymore, here's how it ends, bye. And it was like, wow, that's kind of a dick move to do to your fan base. And then, like, there was another one that I really liked that also had a lot of people invested in it. It was still one person doing the whole comic, but they just poofed out of nowhere for like 3 years, and then randomly came back like, oh yeah, by the way, I got an industry job, and a lot of people were like, well, couldn't you have told us that you got an industry job, like, when you got the job?
You didn't have to jump where you were working. You could have said, hey, I got a job. I'm not going to work on my comic, but you just kind of flaked.
Yeah, they literally just poofed, and it's sad to say how common it got, to where, like, I am really skeptical about getting into new indie comics now. Like, I'm really skeptical because there's other comics I got into where they, like, had a great start, and then again, they just, like, out of nowhere stopped posting for, like, 2 or 3 years. And then they're like, oh, I'm working on my updates, and I'm just like, okay, well, it's been, like, 2 or 3 years, like, where are the updates? So, it just, to me, it sounds bad, but it put a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm like, I don't know.
See, I followed some that I understand when they take breaks, but when they come back, they usually have a pretty...
Oh yeah, no, I totally understand people who take breaks.
Chunks. And I'm like, okay, I get that for taking breaks, but...
Yeah, no, I totally understand taking breaks and taking hiatuses, because I don't think you should work yourself to death. But, like, let the people know, don't just fucking poof. And then when you come back, half of these people who did come back were like, oh my god, why are people pissed? And I'm like, because you just poofed. Like, you went from having a consistent schedule to vanishing for months or years. You can't really be surprised.
It's like, you can be upset, but it's like, is it really that, like, not, you don't understand. Like, you leave, people forget, or they get mad.
Oh, it's not that we don't want to do podcasts anymore, we just don't really know topics to do them, and our schedules are very busy.
Yeah, and the fact that lives pretty far away.
Well, I don't live that far away, but yeah, it's not like
It's a drive.
It's a drive. It's not like I can just go to Anna's house and chill for a couple hours. It's like, okay, I'm gonna spend like...
It has to be an entire day investment.
Kinda, yeah. Just cause, since I'm self-employed, my gas is gold. So it's like, okay, if I'm driving out there, I'm saving up money to buy food while I'm out there, and we're just gonna hang out and be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that we don't want to do podcasts again, we do. It's just, like, we don't really know what we would do. If anything, I think I would want us to, redo our commission one. Like, I'd want to redo that one.
Yeah.
And now we have mascots, so Twisted Dracona could be our mascots. Because before we didn't really have mascots, we just had, like, each other. Unless, would you want to bring Twisted Dracona back?
I don't know. We could call it something else. I mean, it's been like 2 years.
I think, yeah, it has been 2 years, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Why are boy bodies so hard to...
Are you doing the beefy, or just a normal boy body?
No, I started working on Shresh's reference, but I never, like, I got nothing down literal stick figure, and I'm like, I should probably work on it. Plus, he's good boy, so I have to draw him anyway.
I mean, you were able to draw him in your sketchbook fine. He seemed beefy there.
Well, he's not super beef. He's not like...
I mean, he's not super beef, but he thick. He thick.
He could throw you across the fence.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, hey, Gunmoon, how you doing? Off topic, but if you... Oh, yeah, the podcast one. Yeah, but I already answered that. Sorry. Okay.
Be a strong boy. I need to bring back live streams again.
Oh, yeah?
You should do them. They're fun.
I know, it's
Plus,
just...
I don't know. For me, they make me more productive. I feel like I get more done during a live stream.
My thing is, like, I never know a good time to ever do them. Because I have to do it when, like, no one's around.
Yeah, because, you don't want people watching TV or something in the background.
I know, so that's always the reason why I don't do them. It's because it's like, there's always people around, there's always usually noise. And so it's like, ugh. I guess no streams then.
Well, I hope you have at least some kind of a good night, Leah. Do you have any interesting stories? None on the top of my head, but if you guys have questions for us, feel free to ask. And Chris can answer questions too. We would just have to read it out to him because he's working. Let's see. Yeah, I got that. And then I think I made it be like, yeah, that way. Okay. Sorry, I have to remember that she's got like markings as a mermaid. Also, yes, my warm-up is pretty detailed. But doing, I don't know why, but doing more to a warm-up than just doing random, like, bleh, makes it so when I'm, like, I feel like my wrist is more loose. You ever get like that, Anna?
Wait, what?
Like, when you're doing a warm-up, if you add a little extra to it, it just looks better, and so you feel better.
Yeah, that's why I started coloring more of my doodles in sketchbook. Because it's fun. And it makes me look like I actually gave a shit when I drew it.
The fuck?
But also, my sketchbook is getting so thick because I use the sticker labels.
Oh, right, because you double... I forgot, yeah, I forgot you double-side your sketches.
Yeah, I do, and I'm like, oh shit, by the time I get to the middle of this sketchbook, I don't even think I'm going to be able to close it properly.
It's going to be like when people bullet journal and you see them and they're just like...
So thick, it's getting there.
Question, what's your worst school trip? Fuck, I can't think of one at the top of my head. I actually went on some pretty good field trips. I don't think I really went on a bad field trip.
A bad field trip. I'm trying to actually remember field trips we actually went on.
The only ones I can really remember are, like, the pumpkin patch when I was in kindergarten. And that's also mostly because, like, when I was a TA, I got to do those again, and that was fun. So, like, that... I remember one elementary school trip was that, we went to, like, see what the inside of a supermarket is like. And all I remember from that one was getting a lollipop and, like, sitting in the meat freezer. And then there was one where it was like, let's look at how In-N-Out makes its burgers. They took us to like a big In-N-Out and we got to go through the kitchen and stuff like that. In high school, I remember in my art classes, I got to go on a few field trips for art class because what would happen is people would donate water bottles, and then we would sell the water bottles, and with the water bottle money, because like our student store would sell like $2 to $3 water bottles, but the art department would sell $1 water bottles, so everybody would come to the art department, and so we got to go to a lot of museums because it was like, go to the art department for a cheaper water bottle. So we got to go to quite a few museums and stuff, and that was fun.
I remember going to the LA Natural History Museum.
Mm-hmm.
I love that place. I could spend all day there.
I can't wait for. Oh, I can't say that. But Anna, you know what I was talking about.
I know what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking about.
I had to stop myself. I'm like, oh, I can't wait for. Wait a minute.
You're like, oh yeah, I can't say that out loud.
But there's something I'm excited that's coming out soon, and Anna and I are gonna go to that when it happens.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm very excited for that. But I remember another field trip was like I remember we went to like Scandia's. I don't live anywhere near Scandia, so I don't mind saying that. But like back in elementary school and like middle school, it was like, let's go to Scandia's, which was like the
Isn't Scandia gone now?
No, Scandia's is still there.
It was bought by another company.
Yeah, but it's still Scandia's. It's still called Scandia's. Scandia's was like a I don't want to say a mom and pop theme park, but it was like a tiny little theme park. It's
like mini golf, and you get like a couple little rides.
Yeah, there was like one roller coaster that was worth it. Yeah, that was pretty much.
School stories? I don't know what you mean by that because I wasn't cute.
I wasn't either. I had terrible self-esteem when I was younger. I'm sorry.
Like, all I can say is that I had no real fun experiences in school.
Kind of, yeah. I was bullied all the way until high school. And then I had abusive friends, so it like wasn't a good. This sounds so dark, but yeah, my like public school experience was not a good one.
Yeah, I didn't have a fun school life at all.
I didn't.
That's the reason why I even liked going to school, the fact that I could see my friends, because yeah, it was not a good time.
Yeah, the 90s were rough. Like a lot of people complain now. I'm not saying it's easier. But I will say, nowadays, teachers give a lot more of a fuck than they used to. They're not perfect, but, like, I remember back in the 90s, when I was getting bullies, I would have teachers tell me to my face, if you didn't cry so much, Michelle, they wouldn't pick on you as much. And, like, a lot of other friends, like, told me that story. Yeah, teachers told me that to my face.
I remember when I was a kid, I was growing up during the time of... if your kid had a learning disability, your parents wouldn't want to admit it, because who would want to admit that their kid was stupid, so your kid would never get the help they needed?
Yeah, yeah.
You're admitting your kid's stupid, so I never got help for my learning disabilities growing up, because my dad didn't want to admit that I had issues, so he just ignored it. He literally said, oh, you'll just grow out of it. But guess what, Dad? I didn't grow out of it. In fact, it just got progressively worse. So.
Yeah, just so you guys know, Anna has dyslexia. And we both have ADD. But no, that was because I remember I was thinking my mom. My mom didn't
That's why I laughed. That's why I laughed so hard at, like, that old South Park episode where the kids were getting slapped with fucking Ritalin and all the kids were, like, on fucking drugs.
Yeah.
And I laughed at that because I'm like, I lived through that time period. That was actually a fucking thing, and that's why when I see that,
it really was.
I lived through that. Thankfully, I was not put on that stuff, but yeah, that was a very common thing when I was in school.
And honestly, it's gotten a lot worse now. Like when I was a TA, we literally had a parent like drug their kid to where they were a zombie, and it was just because the kid talked a lot. Still did her work and still focused.
We would literally have, because I remember grade, and I would have we would have kids that would smell straight up like cough syrup. Like,
yeah!
cough syrup because their moms couldn't handle them, so they guzzled them full of cough syrup so that they would calm down from all the alcohol. So we'd have kids smelling like thick, alcoholic, freaking cough syrup all the time at school.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no,
that was a thing.
that was big to where I was. Yeah, you'd have that, and you'd also have the kids who like. And now keep in mind, this is a time like way before smartphones. A lot of people don't realize that smartphones are a newer thing. But I remember there was this one girl in elementary school. I shit you not, every single day would be there until 6 p.m. because her parents worked. And she would just sit outside because they wouldn't let you sit inside the school. They would have you sit outside and you would just...
they wouldn't let you wait in the office after a...
Yeah, they do that now. Back then they didn't. So every day, I remember because my mom would do a lot of client work out there. And we would see her just sitting there doing her homework just every day. And I remember one day my parents asked her, like, not like in a creepy way, like, they asked her, like, when everyone else was like, where are your parents? And she's like, they work, so I just wait here. And I remember
out here alone in front of a school outside the building
until 6 p.m. when school got out at 2:30 every day.
Yep. The 90s were a trippy time period.
They really were.
They really didn't give a shit.
Like, it was bad. It was also, that was the era, the extreme era of, like, if you're bullied, it's your fault, or they like you. Like, my parents never fell into, like, my parents never fell into that shit, but a lot of my teachers were like, well, they just want to be friends with you, and they want to get to know you better, and I'm like, really? Because they broke my arm and my leg, and they were like, yeah, you know, just, kids will be kids.
Oh, what? This little girl is pulling your hair? Aw, she clearly has a crush on you.
Mm-hmm.
There's like some ground to that, but there's a little.
But no, I just think, you know,
Because
fucking
honestly,
teach your kids to stop being dickheads.
Yeah, listen to this. In 1990, a school teacher told my Korean mom to stop speaking to me in Korean. Yeah, like, the 90s were fucking wild, okay?
Not only was the fashion wild, the people fucking wild. People look like fucking crackheads all the time.
And there was, like, it wasn't until the late 90s, really early 2000s, where...
We're talking like 1999, 1998, late 90s.
Yeah, because that was when the, like, Suyu era was, like, huge. So that was when teachers were like, oh shit, we can actually get in trouble for doing this stuff.
Yep.
Because, like, I was put into therapy behind my parents' back, and a lot of my friends had that happen to them, too. So, like, that was pretty common back then.
See, I wasn't forced into therapy until 8th grade.
Yeah, mine was middle school. It wasn't elementary school.
Yeah. But the thing is that they didn't do it behind my back. They're like, if you do not put her in therapy, she is not allowed in any public school in our county. She'll have to be private schooled or homeschooled. And then my grandma was like, well, not you at home, and we don't have money for a private school, so guess who's going to therapy? And I was like, yay! And there went like 5 years of my life.
But you said you liked therapy, though, so, like...
I did. I didn't at first, and it was because I was forced to do it.
Yeah.
I was forced to against my will, pretty much. And I had to go twice a week, every week. But gradually, over time, I did enjoy it. But I feel like if I would have gone in my own way, like if I wanted to go, I think it would have been a different story. But for like a good chunk of it, I absolutely despised it. I was angry. Like, I remember the first few sessions, I wouldn't even talk to the bitch. I wouldn't even talk to her. I was just so pissed off.
Again...
And I was in 8th grade, so I was a fucking angsty teenager, so I was angry. I wasn't going to talk to the person, because what was this person going to tell me that I didn't already know, because I'm an 8th grader, and I'm just so smart, and I already know everything. But boy, did I learn that I did not know everything. But yeah, that was, I went to therapy for 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, but that's when my grandma... Then I got kicked out of the house, and then I couldn't go anymore, and that's when I started living with my friend and her family, and then I finished high school.
Woo!
And now look at me. I have crippling depression.
I mean, a lot of us have fucking crippling depression. Okay, where is...
Bad person.
Okay.
You know what? Just taking it one day at a time. I've got curly. We're all good. Okay?
Where do I go? What do you have a reason to be sad about? Just put a smile on it.
Oh my God.
On Jack. Alright, let's see. Alright. Where are my Patreon busts? Should be... Where's the references? Oh, right here. Now I get to work on commissions.
Woo!
Unless side crashes on me. Are you... Okay, good. Swear to God, sometimes I'm just like, Sai, why do you do this to me? Alright, let's see. We'll do yours first, because you're super complicated. Oh, we start off with the most complicated one. So that way the others aren't as much work.
I don't know the lyrics to the song, so I'm summing the tune.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, that was like Cody the other day told me a really bad joke, and it got stuck in my head and I hated it. You wanna know what the joke is?
What?
What's Mario's favorite, favorite fabric?
Peach felt?
Denim, denim, denim.
Ah!
Yeah, Cody told it to me like that, and I hated it. And then, like, randomly throughout the day, I would just hear it in my head, denim, 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 and I hated it because I would hear it in the stupid tune, and I was like, hi, I hated it.
I fucking took damage from hearing that.
Yeah,
with
see?
my own ears. Like, how dare you make me listen to that with my own ears?
That, you can thank Cody for that. That was a thing Cody said. Let's see. What should I have you be doing? Because I'm literally just making chibis, so I have no, like, make them doing this, and so I'm trying to think. Alright, let's see. And I remember back in the day, before we had smartphones, and you and I were doing role plays on our fucking NV2s.
Oh my God, my NV1 big orange brick, my favorite phone to this day. I wish.
Back in my day, my phone wasn't touchscreen. I had to flip it open to get a keyboard.
Yep, I love that phone.
Those phones were so good. Also, I'm like, I remember when my battery life lasted me all day.
Oh, are you kidding me? My freaking NV, that battery would last like a fuck forever. It would last like 4 freaking days.
Text for hours.
Like, my phone would last like 2 days on a full battery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was because, you know, it wasn't a smartphone. It had like 300 million apps running in the background.
Yeah.
But God, I was so good at typing on that keyboard. So much so that I would type so much that all the letters and numbers would rub off. So I just had to do it from memory.
Let's see. Hey for both of you. When people tip you for a commission, do you find yourself caring more, adding more to the work? Because I do, and I'm wondering other people do. Yeah, I'll say that. I mean, it depends. This sounds bad. It depends on how big the tip is. If they give me a little bit of a tip, I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, and I will put more effort into it. But, like, Anna and I have, like, one specific commissioner in mind where they always tip a lot, and I'm like, okay, you precious bean, how am I gonna make this up to you?
Exactly. So I'm just like, now I feel rude.
Because it's not a little tip, and it's like a tip is always nice. It's always nice. So I'm not saying like tip a fuck ton more. If you tip at all, it's great because you don't have to.
Because I know some artists that get really pissed off when don't tip them, like,
Yeah.
they get really fucking booty tickled.
Yeah.
And for me, if I get a tip, I'd rather have someone give me a tip because they genuinely wanted to give me a tip, not because they feel obligated to give me.
Yeah, like I've
response too when you like get like let's say you get a little $5 tip and you're like, oh, thanks. And then you're feeling good, you do the work. But then you get those moments where you get someone who pays you like almost half of the original commission cost, because I've seen that happen.
That's pretty much the
okay, I'm really grateful now. I really need to make sure this comes off perfectly.
Yeah.
I love that people in the chat already figured out who it was.
What?
People in the chat already figured out who it was.
They're just like, someone's getting called out.
But yeah, no, blessed being, love you, smutches. But yeah, like, I've also had people too where they don't tip me until after the work is done. Like, I'll get a coffee a little while later. And
yeah,
I don't know.
That happen too.
And I don't know, I like those too, like, just as much, because this sounds bad to say I like those more, because they're both good, but at least that it's like the work's done, so now it really does feel like a treat, and I'm like, oh, my caffeine addiction.
There's less pressure. There's less pressure that can go.
Yeah. Aw, Pyth, don't feel bad. You're always a guaranteed commissioner. You're a good bean. Don't feel bad. Again, you don't have to tip. You don't have to tip. I'm not saying that.
Don't let anybody make you feel like you have to tip them.
It's just, it's nice. It's a nice feeling is all. Because, like, yeah, Anna said, I've seen people who are like, you need to always tip. And I'm like, well then, bitch, just raise your fucking commission prices. Like, if you
really want that tip, just raise your commission price.
Yeah, because if you don't want that, if like you feel like without a tip you're getting ripped off, then just raise your fucking prices. It's like when I tell people, I'm like, by the way, there's a tax, and I've had people try to debate me like, oh, you can't have them charge the PayPal tax. I'm like, no, this is tax for taxes. I eat the PayPal tax. But I still gotta do taxes.
Yeah, like, I eat the PayPal tax too, so...
It's not that. It's just that, like, you know, you can actually get in a lot of trouble with the government if you don't do your taxes. If you make over a certain amount of money. Because if you make if you make under it, there's literally, like, a tax person will literally tell you, like, there's no point. Like, don't do it.
No, that's literally what's happened to me the last couple times. They're just like, there's no point because you're not hitting that threshold, so there's no point in filing it.
Because it's different if you have a W-2, because your taxes are already taken out of the money. So that's why, even if you made like 10 grand last year, if you have a W-2 where they took the taxes out, you're gonna get money back. But when you're self-employed, you don't get that luxury.
Mm-hmm. That's why they always like, you have to put money away to pay your taxes at the end of the year. Yeah, so it's like, I have savings, and I have tax money. It's two completely different things. In Canada, the threshold is $25K. Yeah, in America, it depends on the state, because our cost of living is so drastic. So, like, the California basic cost of living is nothing compared to, like, the South... Ohio or something.
Yeah, Ohio or South Carolina's, like, cost of living. So their threshold.
Unfortunately, me and Meech live in one of the most fucking expensive states in our damn country. Unfortunately.
Yeah. And like a lot of people have asked, like, oh, why don't you move if you work from home? And I'm like, Cody's job is here, so we can't just leave.
And on top of that, it takes a lot of money to uplift yourself and just leave.
Yeah.
Depending on where you plan to go,
especially
up to 3,000.
At a minimum, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not like, let's just pack up our shit and go.
Yeah. The only place that is higher than California that I know of is New York City, but that's because New York is so compacted. So it's one of those.
At the same time, the people living in New York City, even the poorer ones, you know, they can afford to live there.
Yeah, exactly.
The difference in, you know, wages and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have their own struggle, yeah, but, you know, it's different. Like, people fail to understand that on a state-to-state basis, the cost of living and the what struggles each individual person does from state to state is completely different, and that's why I find it funny when you say, "Oh, I'm living in my own," in a state that has a very low property tax, very low housing rates, and it's like, okay, that's good for you.
Yeah. Oh, even more if you live in a farm state, because then you can just go off of what is it? Farmers markets. Because, like, my lawyer friend, he lives in Oregon, and he's the DA in, I forget which area. It's also a good thing I'm not saying where it is. But I know it's in, like, one of the, like, farm parts of Oregon. So Matt is in, like, the middle of bumfuck nowhere. But he's like, yeah, I got my own house. That's, like, a 5-bedroom house. And I only spend, like, $100 a month on groceries, because since I live in a farm section of Oregon, I just go to a farmer's market with, like, 20 bucks in my pocket, and I've got all my fruits and vegetables for, like, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, like, try doing that here where we live.
Yeah.
That's not the case. You can't do that here.
Yeah, unless you live in the farm part of California. But even then, our farm parts aren't, like, normal state farm parts, because we'll have, like, nothing and nothing for miles except for, like, orange trees. And then miles and miles of avocado trees, and then miles and miles...
And apple trees.
Yeah, While in, like, other states, it's like, okay, there's an apple farm, there's a lemon farm, there's a na-na-na-na-na. So, that's also a big thing. Because, like, we have farmers markets here, but you always see, like, the same 3 vegetables, and it's always oranges, avocados, and apples, at least from what I've seen.
We have a small little farmers market downtown. Because we have a tiny one downtown, and they sell tropical plants.
Really?
Like, yeah. Because you can buy cactuses. Some people have, like, plants to sell. But, yeah, it's usually always, like, strawberries.
Oh, right, strawberries. I forgot about that. But, like, only if they're in season, though.
And it sucks because we've bought strawberries from the farmer's market. Like, you can get them super fucking cheap, but the moment you bring them home, they start going bad. Like, almost immediately.
Yeah.
And then we have, like, this big trough of fucking strawberries, and now, like, we go to eat them, and, like, half of them are rotting already.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, that was a waste.
Yeah, that's why, whenever I go to a farmer's market, I already plan on, like, freezing half of it. How much do you think the economy in Cali would tank if something happened to the oranges there? Oh, nothing, because we literally have so many rich people living in LA, the economy ain't gonna drop anytime soon.
Not to mention, we have different agriculture.
Yeah. We also,
California is in massive debt, and we have a lot of infrastructure problems, but we can, if we actually buckled down, we could actually survive pretty well as an isolated country, because we have enough exports.
That's true. Plus the fact that we have Hollywood and all the theme parks here, people would come and visit. So that's not a big thing.
We're basically a tourist trap.
2 things.
Yeah.
We're several things, actually. We're a Delta hub. We're a massive trade port. We're a tourist trap.
We have international airports here.
That's what the Delta hub is.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not smart.
We have a lot of agriculture. Like, a lot. People really don't understand just how much agriculture we actually have in the northern portion of the state. So we got a lot going for us, but we also have a lot of stupid problems.
Oh, yeah. Like getting my fucking driver's license. I finally got my new appointment for getting the stupid True ID shit fixed. And the closest I could get was in fucking June. And I'm like, great. I'm gonna have to fix your head. I love how the body came out. I just don't like how her head, like the pose of the head.
Oh, I don't even have the screen up.
Oh, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm just working on the commissions now.
I was eating my lunch, and then I probably get back to sketching.
Cause yeah, I have to start with the sketch for my. I mean, I have to start with the head with my sketching. Because I've tried the, like, I'm gonna draw the torso first and then add the head, and it always looks wrong. So what I'll normally do is I'll, like, draw the head, draw a torso, and then I'll just fix the fucking head. Okay, I gotta give her a little apple. Oh, right, she's got big meaty claws.
Big meaty claws!
I forgot, because she's an eater. And she's got damn claws.
Eater?
Star Dragon? I haven't drawn one in like a long ass time.
Oh my god, besides the little bobbleheads I've been...
Yeah?
I haven't actually drawn an actual Star Dragon in a while.
I think the last one I actually drew... Like,
oh my
like
god,
drew.
Sky.
Oh, it's a ski! She missed us talking about her.
She must have heard us. She's like, who's talking shit?
Let's see. The last one I drew, I think would have to be Rogue's reference. Or Rogue's reference. No. Rouge's reference. Fuck, I can't even know my own fucking character's name. I remember, because I colored the chibi that I got from you. Of her.
Oh, right.
Why are you talking about me while I'm sleeping?
Oh, she heard us in her dream.
Yeah.
I just realized
What?
we got Shield Boy today.
Shield Boy?
Francis, it's kind of a filler episode.
Oh.
Oh, right, you're watching that Shield hero thing.
Yeah, but yeah, Wednesdays we get a new episode.
Oh god, I haven't watched an anime in so
Well, I didn't
long.
watch season 2.
Oh yeah, and we're watching that latest anime too.
Land of the Illustrious. Which one's that one?
That's basically.
Wait, yeah, that's the
anime.
Right. What's funny is because Bree loves that anime, and she's not a big fan of Steven Universe, and she's like, my manga came first. It came in the 80s.
Yeah, we started watching it the other.
I actually like the characters, but the Buddhist imagery and stuff really makes it very pretty.
Yeah, it's very visually.
There's a lot of subtle imagery references to Buddhism besides the very obvious Lunarian ones, and it's really nice.
For me, it's like, oh, it's like straight to the freaking plot.
Talk shit, get hit. Let's see. Fucking someone ratted us out. They're like they were thanking you for being a pure being and tipping generously, and then Sky just like eye emoji. Arofex is cutting out. Oh, is my internet bad? Hold on.
Am I?
No, it's being fine.
Yes, Shield Boy is good boy. He deserves everything and needs our protection.
I'm excited that a lot of like animes are coming back. Like I heard that like Code Geass is getting a new season. They're making the new.
Geass, but didn't that end properly? Didn't that have actually a definitive ending?
It was left off on a cliff. It like had an ending, but it was also open. But like there's being a weird resurgence right now because we're also getting like Fruits Baskets coming back. And they're making new like manga chapters.
I've only ever seen one. I saw the very first Baskets, like the old one.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it was a fever dream. I don't even know what I watched.
I liked Fruits Basket. What I'm waiting for is I'm like, am I gonna get my final season of fucking High School Host Club?
Oh God!
Because
I'm triggered.
Hey, I love that anime. Okay.
Oh God! Oh God!
The manga has an ending. The fucking anime didn't. The ending of the anime pissed me off. I'm like, but wait.
You just threw me back to freaking middle school again. I'm like, oh my fucking God! I can't believe I watched that.
Oh Jesus, that lean is so bad. Huh. This is why you flip. This is why you flip your canvas, people. No, in the chibi sketch, the lean is really fucking bad. Huh. Didn't look that bad. Then I flipped it.
Lost in Space? Yes, I've been waiting for a season.
Fuck, I didn't finish Lost in Space.
was actually pretty good, but it was left on a cliff.
I liked it, and then, like, okay, it was one of those things where, like, I was watching it with Cody, and Cody was, like, getting, like, super duper ornery about it. Because he was liking it, but then he was, like, hating how evil Dr. Smith was getting. And I'm like, that's kind of the point. Like, Dr. Smith is always evil, for, like, evil's sake. And then so Cody was like, I can't watch more of this. And I'm like, I want to finish it. And he's like, I just need time. It's the same with fucking Logmire. They finished it like 2 years ago. And I'm like, Cody, we're on the last season. Let me just find out what fucking happens. And he's like, I'm not ready to give it up yet. And I'm like, God damn it.
What show?
Logmire. It's on Netflix. It's a good show. It's a really good. It's a cop show. But it's real. It's kind of like. It's like old school CSI when the writing was really good.
Oh, I used to love watching that.
Yeah, it was like, I would say like first 2 seasons of CSI good. Like every season is so good and makes so much sense, and they don't pull the normal like cop show where it's like, this is like such a like 1 in a million chance of this happening, to where like you watch the show and you're like, oh shit, that could happen, and then you look it up and you're like, oh shit, this does happen. Oh, Anna, this will be a good one for you to answer, because I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Wait, what?
There's a question, and it says, I was saying, Anna, this would be a good one for you to answer while I go to the bathroom. But it was, any tips for traditional artists to help lean when they have no equipment? So like,
With lean?
Yeah, to stop your lean. Like when you're traditional.
Prop your stuff up at an angle. Don't look at it straight down, because when you look at it, like, if you have it flat down on the... So, keep your stuff elevated and at an angle. The higher, the better. Leave me alone. I have a trouble speaking. Also, it also helps if you take a gallery, so you can see if there's anything that you can fix. I had to start doing that. I never even thought, because there's no real way to flip your canvas traditionally. But those are the best tips that I have, that I use. Oh, is Michelle's internet dying? Well, that's on her end, so there's nothing I could do about that. Hate the fact that dude legs are really hard.
Dude legs are really hard, huh?
Yeah, because it's like, a dude leg is not the same as a lady leg.
Also, did I show you the edgy boy shit I captured last night? Because I took a really edgy boy picture and I was like, hey, this is the shit I do like.
Everything is edgy.
Well, I mean, when you have edgy boy, you gotta do edgy boy stuff. It made me think of like, you know how the fucking Organization 13 members kind of like teleport into places?
Yes.
I feel like if Corin got into a dick waving contest about who had the edgier teleport in, he would do this.
Of course he would. Jesus, why can't I?
What?
It's not letting me.
It's not letting you look at it.
No. Well, you know, my fucking computer is a piece of shit anyway.
But well, then I'm going to put it on my phone and you can see it. someday. Show there.
Yeah, it's wanting to be dumb.
Really? That's unfortunate. But it starts out with this,
Wow.
and then it actually fades out, fades away. So then,
Yeah, I'm not drawing that.
is it the detail? There's just too much detail. It's all that Full Metal Alchemist symbol shit all over the place.
That would make a dope ass tattoo, not gonna lie though. Would probably cost a lot of
I just realized, look at the edges of the little pointy bits of the spear. That is some straight up Organization 13 looking shit.
Oh my, oh, I mean it is Square Enix, so what do you want? Where the hell did Michelle go?
She said she had to go poop.
Did she?
She was taking a huge dump. And it was all sticky and good.
Oh my god. It's hard to work and watch the chat because I can barely see the chat.
I don't even know what Michelle is chatting on, so...
He's on
YouTube.
but for some reason my eyes are like not agreeing with me, so it's kind of hard to see. And guess what? My Photoshop froze. Yay! That's my freaking favorite thing. What is my favorite thing to... Characters with amazing hair. And pretty anime boys. And squishy girls. And what else do I like to draw? Those are my favorite things, I guess. Those are my holy trinity of niches, I guess. And how am I today? Sleepy. That's usually my constant state of being, is sleepy. Yet I literally slept all day yesterday. Womp, womp, womp. What's going on? Someone's messaging me. Oh. Michelle needs to hurry up and poop faster, or whatever the hell she's doing. I don't know.
There you are.
Are you back?
Al, why are you hiding? Ugh. Oh, Jesus, my poor apartment. Oh. Okay. Yeah, turn my AC off because now it's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah. And the good thing is this apartment, for the most part, can, like, box in the temperature. Question, do you believe in chubs?
Is Chubbs a person?
I don't know what chubs is. Like, chubby characters? Chubby people? Because,
I don't believe in chubby people. They don't exist.
Wow. They're like a mythical being to believe in? Is this what you're asking? I don't understand your question.
gotta get rid of this face. It's gonna distract me.
I stay awake for my sheer willpower. And because I get paranoid when I don't get work done, so I just force myself to because I'm a workaholic, which is extremely unhealthy. So I would not suggest following in my footsteps.
Oh, I made your nose too big. I'm on this weird place with my chibis where I'm like, should I just get rid of the nose? Because I've done noses for so long. Like, noses for my chibis. Because I've done noses for so long, but I'm also, like, kind of don't want to deal with noses. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, it looks cute like that. Because I feel like when I draw kids, because I give kids, like, the squish noses, because, you know, they got squished features.
Yeah.
I'm like, should I just not do the nose? Let's see.
I didn't give my chibis a nose. The only time I do have a nose, and I say nose in quotation marks, is if it's like a furry and they have a muzzle.
Yeah. I'll try it for this batch. I'll see how it goes. If I don't like it, I'll just add noses, because I'm just doing the sketches right now. Let's see. Sometimes I forget this is a live stream. Oh, were you skipping around? Because I've done that. I forgot that I was watching a live stream, and I'm like, oh, I want to skip the finished picture. And then I'm like, oh, wait, it's live? Maybe just really tiny noses. Yeah, I've done that too. But, so I'll do no noses. I'll see how that looks. Because I'm not finishing anything today. I'm just going to sketch a lot of stuff. And I'm probably not going to, I hate to say it, I'm probably not going to sketch a lot on stream. Only because I like taking breaks, because when I take breaks, I don't hate my art as much. Because whenever I rush through things, it's why, like, I haven't been doing stream commissions, and when I do, I offer, like, really, like, quick things that are kind of, like, how do I word this? They're quick things that are hard to fuck up, so I, like, don't feel bad doing them fast. Let's see. Yawn.
Ooh. Did I finally draw this leg right? Jesus freaking Chryslers.
Was the leg giving you trouble?
Dude, legs are hard.
Are you giving him, like, calf definition?
Well, he got some leg.
Wait,
He got those Bongo Boy legs that Anna's just so fond of.
wait.
He's got more like
Wait, for Suresh?
Yes. He has like thicker legs.
I mean, but here's the thing. Is it going to be hidden in pants, or like you giving him like tight like calf things?
I'm still deciding. That's my problem. That's why I like to draw it in,
because yeah, I've gotten to the
what I'm gonna put it in.
No, I got you, because I've gotten to the point where, like, unless I'm, like, drawing them, like, really close to the vest or something, I'm like, okay, if I already know this character wears, like, a dress or poofy pants and they're not going to see them, I don't, like, add, because I used to do that where I would make, like, a perfect base and then draw on top of it, and then I'm like, I don't got time for that anymore. Like, this is taking too long, doing all the definition.
I think because he wears desert attire.
I was gonna say, doesn't he wear the poof pants?
But I also don't want them to be full-on Aladdin pants. They're probably going to be more loose up towards the thigh area, but way more confined where the shoe area is, you know, to keep dirt out, obviously.
I mean, makes sense.
Oh. But I'm still debating.
Are you trying to make, like, sorrel pants or whatever they're called?
I'm not really sure what
okay, so I have a question, because I have 2 snack foods with me right here. I pulled a Kaylee, and I, like, prepped my little workstation, so I have, like, snacks in my entire water bottle, and I just finished my coffee. And so I'm like, okay, because I'm miking, would you guys rather listen to me eating a Nature Valley bar, because those things are, like, super crunchy, or just cashews?
Or, you know, you can mute your mic with...
That's too much work, because I'm like, talking to you guys.
Who knows? People might get off on it.
I'm talking to you guys and drawing. I don't want to, like, take a nut, press my mute button, crunch, crunch.
Like
turn it
the type of stuff, right? But
Okay, people are saying nature bar.
I'm like,
Okay,
Tell me how
nature
stop
wins.
me and
stop
have
having
it
and
wrap.
have a cup like wrap.
But
go
the
down.
cup isn't just going to be a cup; it's going to be the whole cap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like all the way down from the knee to the cap.
Anna, can I see? Can you send me a screenshot?
Well, I don't have a screenshot. There's not really much to look at.
There's nothing to see right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let me just. If you really want a screenshot, I'll show it to you.
I mean, I don't care. Sure, if you want.
Okay, hold on.
Also, if anybody's interested, I don't know why you would be, but I found out that Nature Valley made fucking peanut butter bars, and I'm in heaven. Because I used to love their, like, honey oat that, like, everybody had. But then I found out they had fucking peanut butter ones, and I'm like, oh, heaven. It's so funny. As I got older, I, like, fucking love peanut butter.
Peanut butter M&Ms are my favorite M&Ms.
I don't like M&Ms, surprisingly enough.
What?
I don't.
You heathen.
I just like normal M&Ms. Or the pretzel
Peanut
M&Ms. Pretzel M&Ms are good.
Oh, yes. I'm like the only person in this house that actually enjoys pretzels regularly.
Same. Because I bought a thing of pretzels once, and Cody was like, no one eats pretzels. And I'm like,
fucking
yeah,
pretzels?
I'm like, Cody, I bought it, so I eat pretzels. Like, I didn't just buy it and be like, yeah, neither of the people in this house eat pretzels, so I'm gonna buy pretzels. But then I didn't, because I did the thing where, like, I bought the bigger one in bulk, and then I had my moth problem, and they got in there, and I got really pissed off because I had to throw it away, because I'm like, this would have lasted so long. And the fucking moths had to come. All right, she got some big titty going on. I forgot about that. Even though
here's my terrible screenshot that literally is nothing.
I need to fix here.
Here, I sent it via Discord. There, there's nothing. It's.
Hold on. I'm trying to fix her Jimmy. Alright, let's see. I like his. I like the neck. He's like, what? heard you talking.
Literally has nothing.
Yeah, it's like, heard you talking shit.
I should have put eyes on it. Okay, wait. Let me hear. No! I should have said shit. Have you tried breakfast peanut butter bars? They're thicker. No, I have not. But I actually ate a breakfast today, so, like, I just got snack food, so I wouldn't be, like, dying. Like, I'm trying to learn from my streams. Because I would, like, eat before a stream, and then get fucking starving. Or not eat, and then have to end a stream early because I'm fucking starving. So I'm like, okay, snack foods. Get snackies. Get things I can just pick at. You're gonna celebrate Passover with your family. I'm probably gonna spend one day of Passover with my family, but not, like, every day. We'll probably do the last night. Because, I know some people just do Passover as a single day, but my mom always does Passover as, like, shit, I think... Yeah, put a face on it.
I think, either, like, 4 or... She does the whole week or not, I can't remember. God, no!
There, he's beautiful.
He is. Do you guys want to see Anna's beautiful character with his one arm?
Yeah. I'm so good at drawing, guys.
That's him.
Let
us have a look.
No, I literally did. That's all I did.
It's beautiful.
He's beautiful.
He's coming to steal your girl.
He's coming after you.
With his, like I said, with his one arm.
The suave man's about to steal your bitch. What did you put in his thing? I don't remember. Let's bring it up. put his weight as somebody who was probably 5'7" for a male. So I had to adjust
I put his weight according to a thinner body type.
Yeah, but he's got extra weight.
No, god damn it. I looked up Apple for a reference, and it took me to fucking Apple iPhones.
Yeah, but you have to realize he has a tail, which gives him more... He's got more weight. So I had to add...
Oh, he's 6'1". He's a little woodland viper.
But since he can actually transform, he has to have a strong body, or he'll be torn to pieces.
Oh, he can transform.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean?
Well, we decided that not all form into their draconic forms.
Wait, you cut out for a second. Repeat that.
I said that not all draconians...
Can you not? That's great, thanks.
Not all draconians...
Great.
Not all draconians can transform into their dragon forms. Only a very small few can do it, and if they're not strong enough to handle the... Well, did you ever watch that movie Galaxy Quest, where they transported the alien pig onto the ship and it turned inside out and then exploded?
No.
Kind of like that.
I said no. I've never seen it, so...
Yeah, they'll either severely harm their body
or
become mentally fucking insane and probably hurt themselves and or kill themselves, or they will die.
Oh my god, even the apple looks pretty bad.
He exploded.
Wait, that's happened to who?
That's what happened to Eros.
He
turned into a exploded.
Yeah, and he fucked himself up royally.
Oh, so you
fucked up.
So you got rid of him being poisoned?
Yeah, he got poisoned, got his body torn apart, his mind got fucked over, so he has PTSD from having his head basically exploding inside out. And
that's new to me.
I told you a long time ago.
I mean, it's new to me too. I didn't know that he fucking exploded.
Yeah, he literally exploded.
See, I do like...
It was an accident!
See, I do like the idea, though, of them, like, hurting, because that's why I had mine be, like, since my half-dragons are, like, new, like, Naya's literally the first of her kind. I'm like, yeah, people aren't gonna know how to handle that, and a lot of dragons are just gonna be like, oh my god, now we're not gonna go extinct, we just gotta fuck some humans. So, yeah. A lot of them don't know that when they transform, it fucking hurts them, because... My dragons, they can transform, and it takes a while. It'll take, like... Depending on how old it is, it'll take longer. But, like, because they don't just, like, magic transform. Like, their body literally shifts into a human form. And they're either stuck as the human form for a few weeks, or vice versa. If they're a half-dragon and they shift, and they don't die, then they're stuck in the dragon form for a few weeks. I say don't die as if, like, if they shift as a kid, they're probably gonna die.
Yeah, for mine, if a draconian to learn the art of basically transforming, they have to spend, like, years.
Like, studying?
Years of bodily training and mental training. Otherwise, they will literally... And Eros was not someone who did that. He had a bad accident, and things backfired on him.
And he got really hurt.
And he got fucked up. But Suresh is someone who did all of that.
Oh, Suresh is also old.
Yeah, he's old. He took the time. He's old as fuck, so he took the time to learn.
He's actually still kind of young.
But
he's only...
He's old by comparison to most, but he's still young.
How old is he? I mean, if you can say. I realize that now after asking.
He's at least reaching 200.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's not even middle age.
Nope, not even close.
He'd be like the equivalent of like 23 years old. 24.
But yeah, you have to build yourself a good, strong body, and you have to go through
explain a lot of how... Fucking...
Chris, here, hold on. I'm gonna end and come back. Don't leave. It's probably my end. If I do Discord calls for over an hour, it cuts out, so.
Okay.
Because you guys are cutting out a bit, so I don't know if it's your end or my end. Also, people say, that's an amazing mental image. And then it's like, wait, the fuck is going on? I hear poisoned, head bashed, and PTSD. People in the chat are confused.
Bashed. It's just got mentally ripped apart and then put back together backwards and fucked up. He's not okay.
Poor boy. He gets a cute wife, though.
Two cute wives.
I didn't know if I could say that or not, but okay, if you guys are okay saying it.
We haven't really made it much of a secret between Abigail and Ikea.
It's technically she has a wife and husband more than he has two wives. She's the heart.
Abigail? Or Ikea?
She's
Ikea.
Yeah.
Ikea's a player.
Hey, you know, what's the saying? Never trust the quiet ones.
Oh my god.
Oh god, and she's the quietest of them all.
Oh right, it is at your elbows, so I have to lower this. I'm like, this looks a little high, and then I'm like, oh yeah, the swoopies for the rare ones, they have to be at the fucking elbow. Cause she a rare girl, the one I'm sketching right now. She's got the pretty dragon scalies. That's gonna be a pain to color! Because these are fully rendered chibis. But at least I'll have a fuck ton of chibi examples.
Is he okay? He's not okay. He'll be okay, kind of. Maybe.
Anna's talking about her characters, not the one I'm drawing on screen. The one I'm drawing on screen is a commission. For one of my patrons. I'm working on Patreon awards.
I love my characters. What are you talking? I just treat them terribly.
Can you imagine everyone's reaction to the first time a Dracona turned inside out? I'm sure it'd be traumatizing.
Dracona turned inside out?
No, she actually did explode. Like, actually full explode.
Well, I don't think people know what they're called, so that's why they're saying Dracona.
Draconian.
Yeah. I feel like early Draconians wouldn't have had this problem. I feel like they would have been quick to do it, and it wasn't a problem. I feel like over generations.
Yeah, it would make sense, especially if like they didn't have a need for their dragon form, because Draconians are pretty common, aren't they, in that world? I mean, like they're supposed to be common.
Very common.
They're about as common as humans are.
Yeah, so
humans, Draconians, and elves are the most populated races, and then you have the other races that follow suit.
But yeah, they're pretty damn abundant. But like, through the thousands and thousands and thousands of generations, it just became harder and harder. So the ones that truly want to go to learn it, they're gonna go through hell.
Ew! But they're right. Sketchy milk. Wait, so they turn inside out like a cockroach?
No. Their just body gets ripped apart. I'm shooting the phone. Because it's like this bone in their bone.
Okay.
They'll mentally go insane.
Anna, can you call back? Because you're cutting out.
Am I calling out?
Yeah, just drop out and pop in real quick. Okay.
Bump, bump, bump.
Okay, you sound a lot better, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Ooh. Also, in lucky cases, some of them will survive, but they'll be crippled, or they'll get stuck in that form and can't ever revert back.
So yay, being a Drago.
Yeah, so that's why most Draconians are just like, we ain't gonna touch that shit. We're just gonna live our lives and don't even try.
The risk is too great. Makes sense.
But for Sharesh's case, he doesn't have to worry about that, because he was a smart boy.
He learned the proper way to do things.
But for Eros's case, it was completely an accident.
Give me your hands. How do you draw so good? To me, these hands are pretty bad. They're really messy. But practice.
Look at hands.
Look at hands, look at photos of hands, and eventually you'll just kind of... Like, I still need references for a lot of stuff, but you'll eventually get, like, a basic idea, and then, like, this is, again, just the sketching phase. I tend to fix a lot more when I do inking. It's why I have to do things in batches, because if I don't, I don't get as much shit done, and then I feel like I wasted all my time. Because before, I used to, like, sketch, ink, finish a commission, like, in one go, and it would tire me out so much. Just going from, like, boom, 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 to where I'd hardly get anything done. And then when I started doing the, like, okay, today's sketching day, today's inking day, today's flats and coloring.
I had to start working in flows like that because I feel like I get more done.
Oh, well, I know I get more done. Like, I've, like, done the math, and I get so much more done. And I don't feel as exhausted, because I would feel I know it sounds like I'm super duper lazy, but I would get exhausted. Like, I remember one time I worked for, like, 10 straight hours, and I only got 2 commissions fully done, and my queue was 10, but I was, like, I had to take, like, the next day off. I know it sounds so bad, but I was just, like, so, like, burnt out from just going from sketch to that, and I like taking the batches, because when I take the batches, then I catch mistakes in my sketches, because I look back at some of my, like, earlier commissions, and I see so many mistakes because I just rushed through it. I didn't, like, bullshit. I still gave it all the time that I was paid for, so I wasn't, like, cutting corners, but I realized that I catch more mistakes when I take more breaks.
Because then you're not fucking tired.
Yep. It's why, like, the saying, like, you know, have fresh eyes. It's really true. Okay, let's see. Because you got your little... She's got little doopies.
Why can't I draw this hand? Can I draw him holding something?
Draw him with a prop. Draw him holding something. Okay. Have your little chibi knees, and gotta give you that eater floofy booty.
What?
Eater's got floofy booties.
I don't know what that is.
They got fluffy butts. She also got some leg fluffies. You're like a peacock. Sorry, I talk to my art a lot. I know it sounds crazy, but talking, like, helps me.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 do. Let's see. Let me show you. Thank you, Sky. Delete them. I need to make just a banned thing list to have those stupid eyes be one of them.
Make a what list?
Like, there's these, like, stupid eye emojis that really bother me. Like, it was funny when it, like, because it was, like, a meme a long-ass time ago, like, over a year ago. And a lot of people kind of stopped doing it, but every now and then I'll get a couple of people who, like, do it all the fucking time, and they just spam my comments, and then I'm like, okay, now it's not so much, like, funny anymore, now it's just kind of dumb. So thank you, Sky. Also, some common etiquette, just, I haven't seen anybody do it in my stream, but, don't promote yourself in someone else's live stream. It's really rude.
Oh,
Because I haven't seen that this time, but I've seen it happen a lot before. Where like I'll be working on I'll be doing like live stream commissions, and I've had a couple people be like, "Oh, by the way, my commissions are open," and I'm like, "Okay, it's kind of rude, man."
It's like clearly this person's doing a service. Don't advertise yourself. That's kind of rude.
Yeah. Like it's one
I'm
thing.
sure if someone did it to you, you probably wouldn't appreciate it either.
Yeah, like it would be one thing if like the artist did it, because I promote people all the fucking time. But it's like, if they didn't, don't be rude. Sorry for coming down like that. I'm just... Oh, God, I'm getting sleepy. I did not sleep well. I've been up since, like, 3 or 4 a.m.
Bitch, I'm gonna slap the hell out of you.
I'm sorry. Cody fucked up my sleep schedule again. Because, like, he's on night shift.
Well, then you should fuck him up!
He's on night shift again, so he doesn't get home till midnight. And I love my husband, but he does not know how to get into bed fucking quietly. 'Cause like, no, not to that extent, but like, I texted him at like 10 p.m. I'm like, okay, going to bed, and then he fucking calls me at midnight, like calls me. And it's like, hey, are you asleep? And I'm like, I was. He was like, oh, I'm on my way home. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I went back to bed. And then he, like, comes in. And he doesn't know how to come in quietly. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm awake now. Not a question, more coffee. I do have another iced coffee in my fridge, but I want to save that for later because I do plan on taking a nap.
Oh, I didn't take my vitamins.
Oh, I didn't either. Shit, good reminder. Where's my little...
Gotta take my vitamin.
Where's my little pill wheel thing?
You know what my special skill is?
What?
I can swallow 16 pills at once.
Ew!
7 of them are horse pills.
Ew!
Yeah, I have, like, I don't know, my throat's like a magical tube.
Jesus,
I don't even...
I only take 3.
Well, the ones I take, you have to take multiples.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, you have to take 4 of these every day.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
have...
not like just one pill.
Yeah. I have an allergy pill, a vitamin D pill, and a B12.
I've been taking coconut oil because it's been suppressing my appetite. Which
That's
is
bad.
Suppressing? No, in the sense of I'm not bored eating, because that's my problem.
Oh! Okay. Well, that's good then. I should probably do that. Because I've done that in the past where I'm like, I'm like, oh, I could eat something, and then I'm like, no, I shouldn't do that.
No, because, like, I realize sometimes where I'll be eating, but it's, like, not because I'm hungry, it's because I'm bored. And the coconut oil has stopped me from doing that. So now I'm actually eating, like, regular amounts of food instead of just overeating.
Oh, that's good. Let's see.
But I have a joint one for my joints.
Mm-hmm.
And I have vitamin D as well, because gotta get that D in my system, or I'll die.
Yup. Same. I remember last time I went to a doctor, I was like super vitamin D deficient, where he full on told me, he's like, you need to take vitamins. Like, it wasn't a maybe or a you should. He's like, no, you need to take vitamins. And I was like,
you're
oh,
like,
okay.
Bitch, you're dying. Take a vitamin.
So, yeah, that's what I take. I'm gonna get that, like, birth control implant soon, though, and I'm, like, so fucking excited.
The hell is a birth control implant?
It's those ones that go...
Oh, no, I can't have one of those. I have to get the one stuck in my arm.
In your arm.
Yeah, I have to get the one in my arm. Yeah, fun fact about me, I might be fat, but I have an extremely narrow hip bone. So, I have wide hips, but my actual, like, hip bone, like, the hole, is really tiny.
I've been taking glucosamine for my joints, by the way.
To where Yeah, my doctor full on told me, he's like, you ever plan on having kids? And I'm like, yeah, someday. He's like, okay, you have to have C-sections. Not a choice. I have to have C-sections. Because his exact words were, if you don't, you're going to be one of those people where you and the baby is going to die. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm happy.
Damn.
I'm happy I know now. Birth defects just run in my fucking family. As in, like, not being born with effects, but the process of birth. Like, remember, my grandma had all of her organs fall out when she gave birth.
That still makes me scream.
Yeah. It's like, oh, didn't know that was possible. Whole new fear. Hey, Pastel, how you doing? Warning, your parent can get pissed up for 6 months while your body's getting used to it. Oh, that's fine. I already have fucked up periods anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, me too.
So, like, I just like the fact, and this sounds stupid, but I just really, really like the fact that it's like, oh, guaranteed not pregnant for, like, fucking 3 years? Sign me the fuck up, because, like, that is an anxiety I don't need right now, because ever since I got fucking married, almost everyone in my family, except for literally my dad and my brothers, are like, when are you gonna start having kids? When are you gonna start having kids? My mom's more realistic about it. My mom wants kids, but she understands why we're waiting. Other people are like, well, you're married now, when are you gonna have kids? And I'm like, honestly, this sounds bad, but I think that anxiety is what's been causing my period not to come. By the way, not pregnant. I've taken tests. I'm not pregnant. I just haven't had my period in a couple months, which sucks.
An alien baby. She's gonna vomit it out.
Oh God. But yeah, there's like so many people I know. It ain't a guarantee. Woman, my aunt got pregnant with one of those. Well, the one I'm getting, I got my blood tested for it, and my gyno said that, like, yeah, if I do get pregnant, I have a lawsuit on my hands, so I'm excited about that. Because I'm like, oh, well, that's good to know. That's why people who...
You really shouldn't have said that out loud to me, because I had to bite my tongue just now.
Why?
I was gonna say something real bad.
Well, text it to me. You can text it to me, just don't fucking say it.
Alright, I'll fucking Discord it to you.
Jesus.
Am I your friend on Discord? Oh, there you are.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, no, I don't have time in my life to be a mom right now, sorry. Like I know Anna's going through that right now too with her family, where they're
it's just like, Michelle, I'm not ready for you to be a mom.
I still love that. It's like...
I say you can be a mom. It's like, I have to be prepared for this.
Well, I mean, hey, like I said, I will be excited for that, because I can make happy scooping day cards.
Happy scooping day!
Because I can't have a birth, so we're having happy scooping day. Like,
yep, I have to be there with tongs to rip your baby out of
I am very disappointed, though. I guess apparently by law you're not allowed to record, like, C-sections.
Oh.
And I'm like, but I want to watch them take my organs out and plop them on a platter. By the way, that is what they do. They literally take your fucking organs and they, like, take them out, put them out somewhere. Well, like, they're still attached to you, but they're, like, on a tray while they get the baby out and they put your organs back in. So... no joke, I'm gonna be so fucking excited about that. Okay, Chris, yeah, that is pretty fucked. Oh my god, Holly, what the fuck? Birthday via C-section. You two are mothers, though. I'm an animal mother. Anna, however, pretty much adopted a dog without much.
Are you kidding me?
Say.
That's Ashley's dog. That's not my dog.
I thought Jack was pretty much your responsibility.
When no one else is around, it's like I'm the one who takes him out. But like, obviously, if other people are here, it's just he follows me around everywhere, and I'm just like, oh, Jack, you can barely see. You have one eye, and your other eye is going blind.
I thought it was blind.
No, okay, I'm not joking.
It came back to life?
We took a picture of his eye. It was completely clouded over. It looked like a zombie eye.
Yeah, I was there at your house.
And over the weeks, it's slowly been going away.
What, he just needed to get in the house? He could no longer be an outside dog? That's so weird.
So, like, he still can't see fully because there's still times where he has difficult seeing, but it's like, it's not as terrible as it was when he just went fully freaking blind. And it's like, is he curing himself, or what the fuck is going on here?
Like,
but no, he's still blind. Because he still has difficult seeing things, especially if it's dark. He can't see.
That poor
it's just
dog.
really weird how, like, drastic it changed.
You'll get your babies back, Bree. Don't you worry.
The only mother I'm to is basically my characters. They're my children. And they're all special.
That's very disturbing. I hope I never have a C-section. I mean, honestly, with modern medicine, I'm like all for C-sections. I'm sorry. I have heard too many horror stories. Plus, my doctor told me my news. Plus, the people I just fucking know. And I'm like, you know, yeah, I'll take the scar. I will take the stomach scar.
Because then you can make up a cool story on why you have that scar. It could be a lie. You could say, I got to fight with a bear defending my child. And they'd have to believe you.
Bitch, why are you not filling? There we go. Okay, time to do the hair. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to get more sketches done before my nap, but I think I'm gonna have to leave it at this one sketch once I finish it, because I am like hardcore coming down.
Are you crashing?
I'm pretty much crashing, yeah.
Crashing, burning?
Yeah.
No, Michelle, stay up. Use some coffee.
I did. This is with coffee.
This bitch has been awake for 12 hours.
Yeah.
12 hours.
That I know of.
Come on, Michelle, stay up. Don't be a bitch.
Oh, I am a little bitch. I just said I didn't even get a full night's sleep because my husband doesn't understand what fucking being quiet is when he comes home. Because he, like, plops down, and Binks has started screaming whenever Cody gets home. He gets so excited that he'll be like, "Meh! Meh!" And I'm like, okay, so there's that. And then I hear Cody, I always hear him, like, throw off his shoes. Because we don't, like, have anything for him. He doesn't, like, full on chuck them. But I hear him, like, kick them off really hard, and I'm just like, my friend is in... Well, wait, my friend is one of the streams was... talking to ask from... Okay, what's your take on doing collabs? Like, if someone reaches out to you, profile and stuff. I mean, I do collabs all the time with my friends, because I trust my friends, but I'm not currently open right now. I have 2 with, like, my, like, YouTube friends that I want to get done that I've been waiting for forever, but I told them, I'm like, hey, let me get my shit done first, because my life is a mess. But my rule is kind of the same with art trades, when it comes to collabs. Whoever asked first gets their part done first. So you're not just, like, done and then waiting, you know? Because I've known a lot of people, same with art trades, where they'll, like, get their half done first, and then the other person, like, either never gets it done, or it takes forever to get it done. Like, Anna and I are terrible when it comes to art trades.
We started an art trade like 3 years ago and we still haven't finished it.
Wait, did we?
Remember that traditional one we were going to do?
Oh my god.
And we were like, yeah, let's do it. 2.5 years ago, and we still never did it.
Fuck! I completely forgot about that. But we've done sketchbook trades since.
Since then, yeah, I guess.
It kind of counts. Alright, let's see. Okay, hold on. I got no idea how this fucking hairstyle works. Like, now that I'm actually looking at it, I'm like, wait, how the fuck does this hairstyle work? It looks cute! But I'm like, okay, hold on. I gotta fucking outline this. It's not tracing. I'm learning the fucking shapes. I have to say that because I did that once with a complex haircut and someone was like, oh, she's tracing! And I'm like, no, I'm just trying to figure out how the fucking hair goes. There's difference when you're tracing something to figure out how it goes than taking it and calling it your own. Okay, so it's like that. And then there's like another one here. Down. And then it goes past the ears. And then there's a couple of like free foopies. Binks, god damn it, are you stuck in the fucking pantry again?
He's like, no, Daddy.
He probably is.
Daddy.
Let's see, or take the sketch and run. Yeah, I can understand that. Okay, I just wanted to know. You're like super busy with life. I wanted to ask for the future. Yeah, no problem, man. Y'all should finish that collab, make a video. This collab took 3 years. I mean, we fucking could. Okay. And yeah, it's like that. So that, yeah, that goes around. There's a little swoopy here.
I just have just accepted the fact that Michelle and I are just, we plan things. Then they don't happen. Mm-hmm. That's just us.
I mean, what's really funny is, like, back in the day, we used to do art for each other all the time. And now we don't do it. Now we do for, like, birthdays and holidays and stuff. But,
I know, because, like, bitch, we don't got time.
But, yeah, it's like, we don't have time. And we'll do sketchbook trades when we see each other, but not all the time. Because sometimes we're like, this sounds bad. Well, I was gonna say we're having too much fun, like, because whenever we like draw and do sketchbook trades, we don't really talk. We're in the same room, but we're kind of like focused, so we're not really like doing much. Have a nice.
And then there's sometimes they're just like, "Hey, do you want a sketchbook trade?" And I'm like, "I really don't even want to get up." And then we're like, "Okay." We don't do anything.
Well, it doesn't help that your couch is a fucking like.
It is a death trap.
It's a death trap.
That's where I was yesterday. I just, like I said, I watched one episode of World of Dance, and then after that, my life was over. I just became melded to the couch. I slept. And then I went, and I woke up, and then I went back to sleep shortly after.
The hell was that? Twitchy psycho?
I'm a twitchy bitch.
Okay, so ears. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to fix this once I get the basic sketch down. But so far,
why do we even have hands? Why are they so hard?
What even are hands?
What are fucking hands? Why do we even need them?
Okay, also, I have to ask Anna, what the fuck was that freaking Kingdom Hearts video of Sully that you posted on Twitter?
Oh, it was because I was in the Monsters Inc. level, and I had just finished a big wave of enemies, and then Sully got stuck there.
Oh, that's what that was? Yeah, I was like, he didn't do that for me when I played that level.
No, he got stuck between the wall and like a piping or something.
That's great.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay, the hair doesn't look that bad. Just to make this one a little bigger. Like, I thought it looked pretty bad, and now I'm like, oh, no, it's not so bad. Okay, boop. Freaky frickle.
What is a hand?
Oh, Jesus.
That's how my soul feels right now trying to draw a hand. Why can't I do this? So yeah, if any of y'all feel like, oh, I can't draw a freaking hand, just know that, just think of me. Because I'm actually probably at my computer screaming and crying because I also cannot draw a hand. So just remember that. I'm screeching in the background every time you think you can't draw a hand.
I kind of like her not having a nose for this chibi. I think it's pretty cute. Oh, your one ear, though. Gotta fix that ear. I realized your one ear is too longo. It's a too longo, boy. For, like, the pose I'm doing, it needs to, like, be shrunken in just a little bit. Oh, the beauty of digital art, where you can do this stuff. By the way, guys, it's not cheating if it fucking comes with the program.
Yeah,
I've heard so many people who are like, oh my god, you do this and that? You can't do that on paper. I'm like, yeah, you can. You just get fucking tracing paper. Takes a lot longer, but you can totally do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
And it's not cheating if it's part of the fucking program.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Use that dodge tool everyone tells you not to use. Fucking there for a reason.
There we go. Let's see. Noses on chibis are overrated. Well, what sucks is, like, all of my chibis for my merch that I
Thank you
ordered
for the
have
actual
noses.
definition of what a hand is. Thank you. Now I actually know what a hand is.
What the fuck? Why is that so funny?
I mean, clearly I was very confused on what a hand is. I clearly thought it was my esophagus.
Why is that so funny? I don't know why that's so stupid funny.
But you know what? I learned something today.
I like the thumbnail. Thank you. Jesus. Also, I might, depending on Pastel's schedule, might bring back our Friday night Strom nights, but not on Friday. It'll probably be like Saturdays or something.
Well, then why would you bring it? Why would you say that? You're a liar.
I'm saying it because Brie and I used to have a tradition. Like, we were doing really good of doing it on her channel, but stuff happened in her life, and she doesn't really have a computer right now. So I'm like, if she wants to talk with me, they can do it. Saturday night Strom. Yeah. Anna can scream like Anna, people want you to do your pterodactyl streak. Now I'm gonna take off my earphones. Earphone users, be warned.
That's the problem. Is like I can't just do it on command. I need a situation that calls for me to do such thing. Because if I try to force it, it's not gonna be genuine. You know.
That's true. But you gotta warn them because fucking people have headphones, and then it's like then they're just dead. Now they're dead.
That was my plan all along.
I joined Saturday till things can do. I think that's a good idea, yeah, because Sunday we're going to a car show. I'm excited about that, because Cody, like, they actually reached out to Cody and was like, hey, here you got a 66. And Cody's like, yeah, and they're like, you want to go to the car show and feature your car? And Cody's like, yeah. So we're getting into the car show for free for once, and they're sponsoring his car, just to go, like, not to race, but to go, so we're doing that on Sunday, and I'm excited. Why can we try to claim the
So
whole...
how's it going over there, champ?
Who, me? Oh, I'm dead. Like, I'm officially,
Oh,
like...
I was asking Chris because he was all quiet over there.
Oh, I forgot Chris was there. Hi! You're focusing!
He's been typing this whole time.
Yeah, I was gonna say... I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'm Sweepies. I finished at least one sketch. I am gonna...
Are you kidding me? I get accused of stealing stuff all the time. I've even had friends in the past accuse me of stealing things from them, so...
I mean, Anna, if you want to stream on your channel with Chris when I leave, because you're working on stuff, you can. I'm literally only streaming today because I have to get stuff done, so...
Oh, I might, but I don't know how long I'm gonna have the quiet. Because everyone's gone, so I don't know when they're all gonna come back. they'll probably be back soon, and then I won't have peace and quiet anymore.
Yeah. So, love you guys, and you will get, if you don't get a normal video next week, it'll probably be another work stream. But I'm gonna get something out. I have a couple of commission speed paints waiting. I didn't want to just have those because I know not a lot of people like those, but yeah. Okay. I love you guys. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Bye.